Greetings everyone and welcome to episode 12 of the GnM Podcast, a brand new episode, and I'm here as always with my fellow co-host Nathan.
Woohoo! Hello Connor, how you doing?
Good. George can't be with us this week as he is having some real tech problems at home with the internet and everything.
Yeah.
But
we'll soldier on.
Yeah, and he's not going to be on next week because it's Nathan's last one next week.
Oh god.
So, yeah.
I mean, the 12 episodes, we're 12 episodes in, that's as many as Disciples.
Yep, yeah. It's like, God, it's amazing.
It took less, it took a smaller number than this to start up the Catholic Church.
Yep.
I'd just like to point that out.
Yep.
We're going to be like a religion.
Considering that we also have just over 8,500 subscribers.
Yep, approaching 10k.
Approaching 10k. Celebrations will happen.
They will indeed.
So,
some Wolf of Wall Street kind of crap. It'll be great.
So, we start off every episode with, apart from the last one actually, we kind of didn't, but this one we're going to start off with what you've been playing.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that completely. Yeah. Trip down memory lane actually.
Okay.
Crash Bandicoot.
Ooh.
Oh God, what a game!
You get out the old PS2.
PS1.
PS1? Ooh.
And PS2.
Ooh!
Yeah, I went through pretty much all of them, actually. Let's see. I played Crash Team Racing. Do you remember that one? Did you ever play that?
Yes, well, I never... The only Crash Bandicoot game I played was the one on George's Vita.
Oh, Crash 3 Warped. No, that was the original.
I think it was
Crash
the very
Bandicoot.
first one, but kind of remastered, but yeah.
Yeah, that was the original Crash Bandicoot,
Yeah.
I've got that. I've got Crash Team Racing and all three of the main Crash games on my PSP.
Yeah.
And on the PS1.
Okay.
And I've got all of the other ones on PS2 except for the last one they ever did, which was Mind Over Mutant. Which was
not seen very good, or?
It didn't get very good reviews, and I didn't like the look of it because they swapped out all the CGI and all the animation for puppet shows or anime cartoons, or you know that kind of animation where they're not actually using actual assets from the game. They use different, separate kind of ways of doing it, like puppet shows or that kind. It was really weird, and I just didn't like the look of it. It still looked really good because they basically, after Crash Tag Team Racing, I think, which was they kind of rebooted it and released it as Crash the Titans, which was a kind of beat 'em up kind of platforming kind of game.
Yeah.
Amazing because it was a reboot that actually worked. It was still superb. I loved it. It was so much fun. They really kind of heightened the comedy aspect, so it's suddenly really, really funny, and you've got great characters, and this character Tiny Tiger, who was foot across, was a tiger on steroids with basically an Arnold Schwarzenegger upper body and tiny bandy little legs.
Yeah, just in the image now. Yeah.
Yeah. They remodeled him, and he used to have a really brutish voice. They remodeled him so that he looked more like a tiger and looked more proportioned, and then he would growl, and then he'd come out with a Mike Tyson style voice, and it'd just be like a really effeminate kind of voice, and it would be hilarious.
I like the little clothing he's got on around the crotch area.
Yeah. That was another thing. And then they did Dr. Engine, who's voiced by my boy Nolan North.
Who was every single person in the gaming industry is.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And except for the mask Uka Uka, I think he's voiced by John DiMaggio. The guy that plays Bender.
Yeah.
I think that's him. It sounds like him. I can't quite tell. But yeah, anyway, Engine is hilarious. Great games all round. Still, my favourite though is Crash 3 Warped. It's just God, there are better games that have come out, but I don't care because it's still
fun.
Top.
Yeah.
Top of my list. I play that game round the clock almost. Every year I have to have played that game, otherwise my year is not complete. So yeah.
So you best start the year with in case you forget.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I've got it on my PSP. You can guarantee I'm going to be taking that fucker out to India with me, so I can play Crash while I'm out there.
I played Crash how many times? 257 times.
I just couldn't stop. I had a real addiction.
I didn't actually meet any of the kids over there. I just played Crash.
I didn't do any volunteering. I didn't turn up to lessons.
But I did all the achievements. All of them.
But I saved the universe from Dr. Cortex and his evil laser beam.
Do you know how hard that is?
I know.
Is it just been Crash? Just been Crash?
Sorry?
Just been Crash you've been playing?
No, I did also complete Darksiders 2.
Okay, yeah, you were talking about that for the past few weeks.
I was talking about that. Yeah, actually, whereas I hated Darksiders 1 because I thought it was bland and boring, Darksiders 2 is pretty fun.
Yeah, there was actually talking about Darksiders in the GnM podcast, and they said pretty much the same thing you said.
Who, the GnM podcast?
Yeah, because sorry, the co-option podcast. Sorry. Yeah, because we get them too confused because we're so like each other in podcast quality.
Yeah.
Theirs is just just this one that gets an average of like 500,000 views per one. It's the same. It's the same. But
yeah. I mean, honestly, those 500,000 views, they could be art.
No, yeah. I mean, there's quite a big overlap. If you've got a Venn diagram, the two circles would be the exact same place because
there would not be a Venn diagram. There would just be a circle.
A circle with a circle drawn over it.
But you wouldn't be able to tell because it would be so perfectly overlapping.
Exactly. But there was on about saying like Zelda-like games, like the kind of action RPGs, and then Darksiders came up, and I was pretty much quoting what you said. First one was kind of alright, and the second one was much better.
It was much better, much more fun. They made it a lot more diverse in that there are a lot of different weapons you can use. You can customize your armor. They also really played up the climbing and platforming and traversal, which made it so much more entertaining for me. It was completely unoriginal because they just basically they took all of the controls from the 2008 reboot of Prince of Persia.
Okay.
They just took all of those controls and went, okay, we'll put them in a Darksiders game. And it's much more open world now. So there's actually a quest system now in this one. So you talk to different characters and you get like different quests. The worlds are pretty interesting. The best one by far is the Forge Lands, because that's really pretty. The other two are just gothic hellholes. Yeah. Which I suppose fits in with the fact that your character is actually Death, one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
Okay.
So happy times, people.
What's basically the story? Is it basically like a save the world kind of thing?
It's a save humanity kind of thing. The story is much clearer in this one as opposed to Darksiders 1. Basically, there is some sort of seal has been broken, or is thought to have been broken, and it's destroyed humanity, and it's predicted the end times and a war between heaven and hell, basically.
Yeah.
Humanity had been wiped out, and War, Death's brother, who is also the character you play as in the first one, he's been blamed for it. So Death has decided he's going to resurrect humanity at the Well of Souls.
Okay.
And thus clear his brother's name. Seems fairly simple. But where the problems begin, right, is that everybody who can help you find the Well of Souls wants you to do something for them first.
Okay, yeah.
And I mean everybody. There is the worst one. The worst one by far is you go to the Deadlands, right? Don't ask. You go to these.
Does everything end with lands?
Yes, I think so.
Forge lands, smoky lands, rainy land, dead
how
land.
else am I going to know it's a land?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it could be sky. I mean, if they told me I was going to the realm of death, I'd be like, well, can I walk around anywhere? So I'll forgive him for that one. But anyway. You go to this guy, right? You say, I want to talk to the king. He can point me in the direction of the Well of Souls. The guy at the door says, no, you can't talk to the king. First, you need to go and prove that you're worthy. to go and talk to the guys in the arena. So you go and talk to the guys in the arena. They say, no, you can't face the champion to get the skull to show to the guy to let you through to meet the king because you have to first do something for us, which is actually summon the arena champion.
Yeah.
And so you go away and do that, but then you summon the arena champion. You have to defeat him in a boss battle. You then take your skull, take it back to the guy, say, look, I'm worthy now. He goes, okay, fine, I'll let you in. You speak to the king. He then says, I can send you to the Well of Souls, but I'm not going to. First, I want you to go and find these three souls, and this gets worse, right? Go and find these 3 souls. Go and bring them back to me. They're my servants. I need them here. They resisted my call. Okay, fair enough. I'll go over there. I'll fast travel, which is a wonderful new feature, by the way.
Okay.
I'll fast travel. I got over there. So I go then. I get the first one. He says, no, I'm not going to come with you until you defeat me in battle. You defeat him in battle. You go get the second one. He says, no, I'm not going to come with you until you go and get me these 3 souls. I was like, man, I'm already on a quest to get 3 souls. Fucking hell. So at this point, you go off and get 3 more souls for this other guy, and then he then finally says, fine, I'll come with you. Then you turn to the other guy. The other guy's right there. The other soul guy is right there. And you think, okay, that's great. Okay, so I don't have to bother with the third one. He's right there. And he goes, I'm not going to come with you until you go to this place, the Psychoman. It sounded like a boss from Metal Gear, Psychomantis or something like that.
Psychomantis.
Yeah. And then
it does sound very intimidating if he's a mantis.
I know. He doesn't even look like a mantis. I mean, he's just a guy with a gas mask on. Anyway, this story's getting longer by the second. You go through there. You go through this psycho whatever, and defeat a giant boss. Then finally take out the guy, and he goes, "Fine, I'll come with you." Then you fast travel back to the king, who says, "Thank you for getting me all of them." And you know what he does, Connor?
What?
Do you know what he does after all that work? That was, by the way, that took me about 6 hours to do.
He destroys the souls or something.
He kills them all. He fucking kills them. He destroys them. After all that, and Death, understandably, goes, "What the fuck?" At this point, I smashed my controller on the floor and walked off. And I'm not kidding, I broke my controller.
Okay.
I had to buy a new one. I was not happy. But other than that, the game was alright. You know?
Yeah.
So there we go. Anyway, that's my gaming
That's what you've been
selection.
playing. Okay, so
Your turn.
I've been playing this week. I've been playing the first Uncharted.
Oh, right, yeah.
Very much enjoying it. About 3/4 of the way through. 16 out of the 22 chapters.
Right,
So,
blimey.
yeah, so quite the way through. And God, it's great. It's a damn good game. Like you can tell it's an older game. You know, some of the textures, especially looking at the floor. Like you can just tell that it's a.
The floor's always the hardest to do, though, isn't it? Really?
It is.
In
Floors
a
and
weird way.
ceilings. Well, like if you like, even, I remember some MMOs. Have you ordered the MMO Rift?
Yes.
Yeah, they didn't even texture the ceiling. It'd just be nothing there. Like literally nothing there. So like when people, I remember in chats and stuff when people were first playing ESO, and they were like going into dungeons and looking up and seeing ceilings. I'm like, oh my god, the ceilings! This game's great. Yeah, but yeah, like you know, there's more weapon types than I thought there was originally.
All right.
In the game, like,
so what kind?
Well, you get shotgun, you get pistol, you get bigger pistol, you get RPG, you get like your mini Uzi, you get your shotgun, you get your smaller shotgun, you get your pump shotgun, and you get your bigger rifle. You know, like you get them, but like, I always thought it was just the pistol and the rifle after watching the playthroughs.
Yeah,
That's
that seems to be what everybody uses. Isn't it?
I use them, but still, it's still nice to know there's more options. But like some of the best parts of the game for me are the ones where you're either driving around in a jet ski, or someone else is driving. You're in the car where there's movement. Because the best part of the game so far was, do you know when you're escaping the fortress?
The car?
With Elena, I think her name is. Yeah, that best part of the game. Like it was just so fun to play that, just blowing up cars as you were driving along, and you've seen things fly past, you know, locations where I've seen the fortress get further and further away. It was just so cool, and then nearly fall on the cliff. It was just so Uncharted. And
yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
and there's more of that in the later two, which I'm much more excited to get play. As this one's great, but sometimes the older parts of it, it's not the best remaster. Textures still look old. I'm still falling off stuff when I'm trying to jump onto something. Whereas if I aimed a little bit more to the right, then I'd make the jump, which is not something that's prevalent anymore. God, can you remember how bad that was in Assassin's Creed? Jesus.
I mean, it made free running a complete nightmare.
Yeah, you try and jump somewhere, but you'd aim a little bit too far to the right, and then you just fly over, and it's like, now you'd make the jump.
Yeah, and the worst problem with that was, like, throughout all the I'm thinking particularly the Ezio kind of games, right? Is they would bombard you with chase sequences.
Yeah. So
that made free running nigh on impossible.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people now go on about the free running in it now, saying that it's too easy, change it. But I don't know. I just this time when you're just trying to get somewhere. You don't want to be dicking around. You just want to just go, jump there, jump there, jump there, run down here, drop down, jump there. Make it quicker and streamlined. They've kind of got it in a good place, I feel.
Yeah, you mean with just like one button up, one button down?
Yeah, with the free running, I think they did a good job with it in Unity, especially coming down, because they're coming down so well. But like,
yeah, it's really cool actually watching them do it.
Yeah,
yeah.
But like, I don't know how they're going to do that with Egypt. Like, it's just, free jump up the pyramids, it's just like block after block after block, isn't it?
Yeah, it depends if they are actually going to do ancient Egypt.
Yeah.
Although, mind you, some of the stills, I suppose we're going to talk about this later, but some of the stills, did you see the Project Osiris?
No,
stills?
I haven't actually. I'll Google that right now.
Well, it's interesting because those were thought to be, those date back to probably about 2009, 2010. Those were thought to be actually some kind of reboot or successor to the Prince of Persia series.
Okay.
So those are quite old screenshots. I remember finding out if they were ever going to do another Prince of Persia game and seeing those, and people thought, those could have something to do with Prince of Persia, but apparently not. Thought it was supposed to be a new IP, but anyway. Apparently not.
Cool, yeah.
I don't know. I think you're right. I can't really picture it, but mind you, they did all right with the Middle East in Assassin's Creed 1.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, it's like we'll see how they get on. When it comes out, I'm looking for. We've got our eyes on it.
Yeah, actually, I'm more intrigued by this one than I have been Assassin's Creed's for quite a while.
So Unity, because she was intrigued by that one massively.
Oh yeah, I was intrigued by Unity, but not Rogue, and not Syndicate, and not any of the Chronicle games.
Yeah, I don't know. Them Chronicle games do look kind of cool to me. I'll be honest with you.
I'm not sure.
I'm going to give them a go when the trilogy comes out, because there'll be a sale.
Because they've done China now, and India has just been released.
Yeah,
hasn't it?
And then it's Russia's the last one.
So you're playing as Nikolai Orlev?
Probably, I don't know.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
The shit assassin. The one who just fucks up constantly. I mean, he really does. I mean, God.
Yeah, I heard the China one was actually a lot of fun.
Yeah,
this one I ain't played them, but like I said, I'll wait till a sale. When
do you want to know my problem with that one though?
What?
China. Right. They didn't even bother to ask Roger Craig Smith if he wanted to voice Ezio.
Was Ezio in it?
Yeah. He's got like a big part in the tutorial.
Oh, cool.
Like, and he's like her mentor, so he's teaching her all these like moves and stuff. And it's just they didn't even bother to get like actual Ezio voice actor in to do his voice. It's just why? Why? It's not hard. You Ubisoft, you've got a lot of money.
Did they not even ask him, or did he just say no?
He says they didn't even ask him.
Okay.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. Bizarre. Well, Syndicate, I'm going to be giving a go after I've done the three Uncharted's, and that's obviously going to be put back for a while because coming back to uni, I forgot my new games that I got for Christmas. That's a lot home, but joy, I'm nipping back next weekend, so I'll collect them then. So it's not too bad. But,
so what new games did you get? Just remind me.
New games, I got Uncharted and the Uncharted Remastered and Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and then my sister got me Thief because I think she just saw a cheap game on the shelf and thought I'd get it. So which, nice nice touch, I suppose. Nice effort.
I've got Thief. Actually.
The new one.
I don't know. I might have to clear it. Yeah, the newer one. It was free on Xbox Live Gold a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I'll give it a go.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll be. It's supposed to be all right, actually.
Yeah, it just looked. I think people got kind of a bit bored with it when they were playing.
Yeah,
but
I think it looked a lot like Dishonored, and everyone was like, "Oh, this is going to be like Dishonored." Oh, wait, no, it's not.
Yeah, it's not. It's just some thieving around with some supernatural stuff in it, kind of game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll be giving them a go. But I also got the NBA 2K16, which I've been playing recently.
I've never understood your fascination with that game.
I'm not a basketball fan at all. But I don't know. It's just I like games where you can just listen to a podcast and play them in the background. And NBA is better than FIFA. It's so much better than FIFA. And I don't know. One thing that kind of gets me going is like it's got something that I wish FIFA would have, and that's the story for the player, like actual cutscenes and actors playing them. And it's like it's a general story. Yeah.
Blimey, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's kind of why I like it, because like it's got proper things, like you've got to worry about endorsements. Like you actually start off the game when you're in high school and you're playing for a high school team.
So you're actually playing as a character.
You create the character, yeah, and you play as that person. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, and it's got cutscenes and everything but what makes me laugh is at the very beginning of the game, it kind of shows. Because this one is actually directed by a film director called Spike Lee.
I've heard of Spike Lee, yeah.
Yeah. And, it shows them all, in the mocap costumes just around the desk talking. And then it'll just go bam, and then everyone will change it to the game character. But yours will, change to the character the guy looks like, the actor. And then it'll look like him. And then a split second it'll change to your guy. But is the story good? No. It's corny as hell. The last one was a lot better. The last one was very much more about the basketball. This one's more about what's going on off the field. There was a cutscene when you're in with the owner. You're talking to the owner of the team that you're playing for, trying to get some minutes. He talked for 20 minutes about some story about when his friend got shot, and if you went down with him, then he would have got shot. And basically telling you stop hanging around with this mate of yours. And I'm just like, yeah, I just want to play basketball.
I just want to dance.
The last one was really good because the last one, you start off in college, you're trying to make the team, there's the draft and everything, you pick your agent, you kind of chose what you did in dialogue. Whereas this one is very much trying to pick its story, and it ain't a very good story, to be honest with you. But I've heard the story of the last one, but the actual game, the basketball in this game is as good, maybe a little bit better. It's kind of improved a lot more. The GM mode I've been playing mostly, and yeah, it's kind of got the draft kind of how it should be. I don't know a huge amount of basketball, to be honest with you, but the last one was kind of critiqued for being really unrealistic, and this one kind of, I don't know, I think they've kind of got it in a good place. I'm enjoying it anyway. I like listening to a podcast or some music or something when I'm playing it. And I will say this, it's got the best commentary for a game I've ever played. Commentary, yeah.
You mean better than who is it? Who's the guy in FIFA again?
Martin Tyler.
That's the one.
Because
is it Alan Smith as well?
Yeah.
He's such a. He sounds so depressed.
Yeah, that's every football commentator. They're all happy with their lives. Yeah.
No, but with Alan Smith, it's like, oh well, it's a terrible kick, Martin. It's he's really dropped the ball on that one. Yeah. I mean, Andy Gray was a sex pest, but at least he was entertaining.
Oh yeah, he was good, but
what was it? He loved. You want to tuck this mate down my trousers?
Like, Conor, Charlotte. There was that one, and there was a woman linesman when he's thinking the camera wasn't recording when he just spoke to it, and it's right there in front of him, going, a woman can't linesman a football match.
Someone needs to teach her the offside rule or something like that.
Yeah. Oh god. Oh, Andy. He's working for Al Jazeera Sport now or something.
Is he?
Him and Richard Keezer, yeah.
I heard him and Rio Ferdinand. I heard Rio Ferdinand was working for Al Jazeera. Is that right?
He works for BT.
Oh, BT, right. Yeah. Another one I don't watch.
Yeah, well, it's kind of as good as Sky now, to be honest. It's got to that point. But anyway.
We're getting off topic.
Yeah, we are.
And dangerously into something I really don't know much about.
Yeah, but I like this NBA game. It's fun. I'll continue playing it for a while. and that's kind of my piece on it. That's kind of what we've been playing recently. I'm hoping to get a bit more in because I had an exam this week, so I kind of didn't have as much play time. I'm going to get back into more Oblivion, finish that off.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back into that later today. Looking forward to doing that, and then maybe going into Oblivion and then play Uncharted when that gets back here. So that should be fun. So should we go into the news, or do you want to talk a little bit about David Bowie now?
Let's talk about David Bowie.
Let's talk about David Bowie. So his new album came out last Friday on his 69th birthday, and he sadly passed away. Was it Monday he passed away?
I think
it was Monday.
Monday or Tuesday, I think.
Yeah, and how did you find out about the news?
Literally, I was on my iPad, and a top thing came down and said music legend David Bowie from BBC. On the BBC app said it died. So I was quite surprised because there's some David Bowie stuff I do quite like.
Yeah, there's not many artists that have such a spectrum of music as he does.
That's very true. He's so diverse.
It's like you can listen to Starman and you listen to Let's Dance, and even in the 80s he had that stuff that was kind of like Bale bordering on electro, and then he'll do like some hard rock stuff in the early 70s, and then go back to some kind of like somber indie style rock song in the 90s and 2000s, and it's just all over the place.
Yeah, it was so diverse that everyone could find a Bowie song they liked. It's
true. Like, you look at the bands that have come out and said they inspired them to do music. You had people like Slash and Nirvana and Foo Fighters saying, he was one of our inspirations to do music. And then you get bands like Duran Duran and people like Boy George coming across saying the same thing, and they're completely different characters. Boy George comparing like Boy George to Slash, very different. Duran Duran to Foo Fighters. You can't get further apart. And they're both saying, he was like one of our sole inspirations to make music, and I found that incredible. I think that's kind of one of the biggest compliments you can say about him. I know a lot of people kind of come out talking about, his fashion and everything. Like Ziggy Stardust. I don't know really relate to that as much as I do his actual music.
He was very much a personality, a performer, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And even though he didn't want to be, I think I kind of heard on the radio one of the quite a few retrospectives about him. He really didn't like performing.
Yeah.
He didn't like doing it, which I found really interesting. I wondered why he would do it, but he was good at it.
He was good at it, yeah. And like, he seemed that he always said that he said it after it, that the stuff he was doing in the 80s he wasn't happy with. It wasn't his kind of music. He didn't enjoy it. And the music that he preferred the most was the kind of stuff, where he had a band behind him. Either singing or playing guitar and singing. That kind of music was his favourite, which I'm going to be honest was kind of my favourite Bowie stuff.
But, you cut from the same cloth, you and David.
Yeah, me too. yeah. It's like I go around dressed as he does. Yeah, definitely.
You are a fashion god.
Yeah, definitely. So, what's your favourite Bowie song? I'll ask you that.
I don't really know. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with Ground Control to Major Tom. Only one I can remember.
Yeah.
Like, just off the top of my head is I like listening to that song sometimes, and then other times I just hate it.
Yeah.
It's a really weird song. Sometimes I quite like it. I'm just used to it, I suppose. It's a weird one. That or Starman, I'm not really sure.
Down, waiting in the sky. It's a great song. For me, I always said The Man Who Sold the World was my favourite Bowie song.
Which is that one again?
It's off his very first album, and the way I actually found that song was Nirvana did a cover of it.
Oh, right.
And it's a great song. Heroes is a great song.
Heroes is a good one. Yeah, that's really good actually.
But I don't know. I'm a big fan of on the new record, Black Star. I think it's a 10-minute song.
10 minutes.
Yeah, it's a 10-minute song, and the song's kind of like split into 3. It's kind of like this hypnotic thing at the beginning,
right?
And then it's like some, I don't know, kind of part like 3-minute piece in the middle where it's kind of like this kind of like uplifting thing, and then it goes back to that part again at the beginning towards the end. It's a really good song, and like what I love about this new album is that it feels like he's speaking directly to you. You know, like it's directly to the listener, like saying like, you know, I've been ill. This is where I'm going to go. Thanks for all the memories. See you in a bit. And like Lazarus is a great song for New Record. I don't know if you've seen the video, but like there's some, I don't know, kind of images that are going to be in the music video that probably stay with the person for kind of a long time because, you know, and it's so blatant as well, like what he's talking about, you know, like when I arrived to New York, I was living like a king, and things like that, you know, talking exactly like real life, but, you know, be sorely missed. His music was great. It was, you know, kind of like an artistic way to go, I suppose, to kind of have an album that was basically, you know, your final words, your goodbye message, which, you know, was great, but it feels weird that, you know, we've had him and Lemmy gone within the space of 2 weeks. You know, two icons, really. But, anyway, I think that's kind of all we've got to say about it.
Yeah, rest in peace, David Bowie.
And listen to his new album, my god, it's great.
Yes, you should do that.
So, let's go into the news. Let's talk about PC gaming. So, the PC shipments, so shipping of the actual gaming PCs, have had a decrease in Q4 of about 15%, HP taking the big hit, compared to, you know, the previous year.
Okay, so this is gaming PCs. People aren't buying them.
People aren't buying them in Q4. Either that doesn't necessarily mean people are not buying them, because people could be building their own.
Yeah.
But for actual makes, sorry about that, there's a 15% drop, and HP are taking the biggest hit of 20.2%. There's a decrease by, and PC gaming usage on platforms such as Steam, Origin, and all that. So actually, basically, PC gaming has dropped 10.6% in 2015 compared to 2014.
Well, that's quite surprising.
It is to me. Like, either this is, you know, a lot more people are going to use torrents, where they don't get counted.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I saw this, I was like, really?
It might have something to do with games like Arkham Knight coming out, or it was Mortal Kombat as well, sucked on PC.
It could be, yeah, but like,
so
you know,
people
all
might
year,
just have got disillusioned with it.
All year was hearing records like Fallout 4, you know, beats concurrent player record for a Bethesda game on Steam, you know, 600,000 players at one time. And we were hearing all these stories about the breaking records and like most concurrent players at a single time on Steam today. And then seeing this general drop, maybe it's kind of less people playing it more, or more people playing, you know, games that don't require to go on platforms, so maybe more people playing MMOs, or, you know, maybe Blizzard games are having a big increase because they don't go on Steam, they go on Battle.net.
Yeah.
They have their own thing, so maybe there's kind of more increase on people playing them kind of games, but 10.6% is a lot.
It is, yeah. Maybe this explains why they want to move into selling things like the Steam Machine.
Yeah.
You know, or
which hasn't really done well.
No, but it's prohibitively expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, what? The low end one is about $600, is that right?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, and the high end is about $1,200, some insane shit like that. But yeah, I mean, it is expensive. These kind of things are expensive, and as I think gaming in general is developing, you know, the kind of hardware constraints are developing as well. You know, like, for example, you can't run Arkham Knight unless you've got like 12 gig of RAM or something like that.
You've got a beast PC.
Yeah, and that's expensive. That's really expensive. So, you know, I suppose casual PC players or whatever, are they likely to go and shell out for you know, another PC or for an upgrade or whatever, knowing that they can just buy a console and have it all there set up for them for cheaper?
Yeah. But still, I don't know, this still caught me massively by surprise. Like, I don't know, I still... I
mean, it's caught me by surprise just in terms of how big that is.
Yeah.
I mean, what
10.6%.
10.6%, that's huge.
That's a big number.
I mean, yeah, it is when you're thinking about, you know, how many people must play or own PC or Steam or something like that, you know. So, yeah, God, that is a big drop.
Yeah.
It's a real shocker. It
is, and, you know, like, it's kind of, in a way... I think what surprises me most is that I always had this image in my head that PC gaming was, you know, growing big time. It's like,
was superior and getting bigger.
It's like, now if I look on Steam charts right now, currently there's 1.4 million in-game players playing the game. You know, which is actually its peak of its last 2 weeks right now. But it's still like we always knew that it was less than consoles. You know, that's not. You know, we always did know that. But you know, I don't know, even games like the lower end kind of casual experiences, you know, like Football Manager would kind of boost it a lot, because every time you go on Football Manager, it's always in the top 10 games. Like currently, it's third ahead of GTA 5 and Fallout 4, because Jeez. There's a lot of people who are interested in games but like playing, who like sports and want the Football Manager experience, and they're the people that play that.
Yeah.
But this is apparently the largest decrease in the International Data Corporation's, data gathering for PC. Apparently, this is the biggest drop. But yeah.
Well, do we think it's a trend, or is it just like a blip? Do you think?
Well, it's saying here that the PC market continues to face persistent challenges from longer PC life cycles and competition from mobile phones and tablets, despite slowing down growth in those markets. However, economic issues like falling commodity prices and weak international currencies, as well as social disruptions in EMEA and Asia Pacific that disrupted foreign markets, were a larger factor for 2015. So he's basically saying that it was kind of harder for a lot of people to kind of upgrade the PCs to get. Okay, so he's probably saying that here that it's the people with the older PCs, that have kind of stopped playing because they can't run games anymore because they're taking that much demand, and the actual pieces to kind of improve it are much more expensive, and they're not taking that jump. Whereas like the people with the high-end PCs, which are already playing it, are carrying on playing it, and the average people are playing it a lot. And he says here that the people who had PCs before are actually playing them more than what they was in the previous year. It's just that there's less of the people. So, okay then.
See, yeah, wow.
So it seems like they're playing more games. It's just that it seems like a harder jump to kind of get into the PC market.
Oh shit, phone's ringing.
Okay.
Hang on. 2 seconds. Yeah, keep talking. Yeah, go for it.
So yeah, this is kind of a a shocking thing. Like maybe it's just a blip. I don't know. I still think that I still think with people. People making a shift over to PC. I don't know, but maybe I'm wrong with these numbers. Like I'm personally making a shift over to PC, but we always see, like Ubisoft, for instance, when they release their figures, that they sell more copies of their games on PCs now than what they do on Xbox Ones, and I don't understand, the difference in these numbers. Maybe there's like a solid, 30% of the PC market that kind of play, all the big major games, buy a lot of games every year.
Maybe it's just gamers in general are kind of on the decrease. I mean, like people are just in general.
I don't know about that though, because
gaming.
In the first 2 weeks of Battlefront coming out, they sold 12 million copies, and there's been 20+ million PlayStation 4s out there and 18 million Xbox Ones. There's a lot of consoles, and
there is, but that doesn't necessarily mean that everyone's using them.
Yeah, but the money that the gaming market is making is more than what Hollywood's making.
Really?
Yeah, did you not know that?
No, I didn't know that. Well, I do now.
Yeah, gaming makes more money than Hollywood. If you add up all the money that the gaming industry makes, it makes more money than the film industry in Hollywood.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow. So I don't think that's the problem.
Yeah, it's just weird. Like I want to see, I don't know, some kind of clarification of how they gathered these numbers.
Yeah, me too.
And kind of talk about them a bit more, because it's just in a weird way of just going like, yeah, it's dropped. Why is it dropped? What's led to that?
What the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you want to talk any more about the Oculus, or should we just go on to Titanfall developer and questions?
I think we talked about the Oculus last week.
Yeah, we talked about it at length last week, but with CES happening, I thought we could maybe talk about it a little bit more. But to be honest, there's not that much news. They just kind of reminding people of kind of what's going on. But do you know the Hive, the HTC one?
Yes.
Yeah, and that's been priced at $1,500.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, so I think everyone just went, Oculus, take our money.
Please, buy my money off me.
Either that, or everyone's going to be waiting for this Sony VR. So, Yeah.
I'd wait for the Sony VR.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot cheaper, a lot more economical.
Yeah.
It's probably the best one to get, and then when VR probably takes off, the Oculus will probably be the correct decision over the long term.
Yeah. But I mean, there's no reason you can't get both. I would say
money.
I suppose.
But
if you really
time.
want to get, in on the VR thing, I'd say wait for the Sony.
Yeah.
What are they calling it?
Sony VR.
It's Sony VR now. It's definitely not Morpheus.
I was a big fan of Morpheus. I kind of got that and ran away with it. You know,
I was a huge fan of Morpheus.
He's a great thing.
I wanted to get Lawrence Fishburne glasses for my VR. I thought that was going to be Morpheus. I was like, awesome! This is the Matrix. But no.
Yeah.
No, they went with Sony VR. It's like when Xbox said they were going to name their new console Xbox 720 or Xbox Infinite, and then they suddenly come out and say, no, it's the Xbox One. What the fuck?
What a stupid name! It's like Wii U, and then and then everything they showcase is like a tablet thing. So it's like, so you can kind of take it around a tablet. No, you can't. No.
No, this is an actual console, people. We just haven't showed it to you. Oh.
Yeah. So.
Oh well. Okay.
Should we go on to Titanfall developer?
Yes.
They're working on a brand new IP.
Not Titanfall 2.
Not Titanfall. They are working on Titanfall 2 as well.
Okay, maybe I'll have a campaign this time.
And this one is a third-person kind of shooting experience.
Okay.
Which is...
When you say experience, does that mean it's going to be like some kind of arcade VR style thing?
No, it was just a word to kind of clarify what... It was another word that I thought I'd use instead of game. It's a third-person shooting game.
Oh, okay, thank God. Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah, so... Could this be interesting to you? If let's kind of... The way I'm kind of imagining it is... kind of Titanfall, kind of like, you know, a futuristic shooter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you jump around, you hop from stuff to stuff. There's big
arena style
game modes with massive fucking robots that you get involved, Transformer style.
Sounds like something out of Warhammer 40k.
Yeah, but in third person.
Yeah,
that's kind of how I'm imagining it, and I don't think there's much wrong with that. To be honest,
no,
sounds cool.
That sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah, to be honest. I think it could work better than first person, you know, especially with the parkour that they've kind of got, the hopping from wall to wall.
Yeah. Although that is deceptively easy in Titanfall.
Is it?
Yeah, it's really easy to do.
Yeah.
So it's not hard at all, and that's really that's a lot of fun, is being able to do that, you know, bounce from wall to wall to wall to wall, and know that you must have looked awesome while doing it.
Yeah.
You know, because it's so easy to do. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll talk about this little quick snippet of story, because I think this could lead to a bit more of a discussion about what it could be. But do you know the fighting game For Honor, when it's like 3 teams?
Yes, they've just announced a single player.
There's a single player story in it. Christ knows how that's going to work, because like...
I don't know, but it could be fucking awesome. It could
be, yeah, because everyone was just kind of thinking this is going to be some chivalry style, you know, multiplayer game, but like, I don't know, if they're just doing these, you know, massive battles, I'd like the battles to, you know, to start off with, like, I don't know, you know, between like a couple of people, and then end off with these kind of like, do you know you got them fodder, you know, where they're charging at each other.
Yeah.
I want the end, last battle to be freaking huge, to be this massive thing, and that's just like, when he's walking around, there's things blowing off in the background and everything, while you're marching to your enemy. But like,
I would love it if there was a feature in For Honor, particularly on the multiplayer, where you could, rather than engage in like a full-scale battle, you could just like do what the ancient Greeks used to do, which is like summon their champions and have them fight. That would be awesome.
And he does it by like whacking his staff onto the ground, and everyone just goes silent, and then he marches amongst the crowd like out of nowhere.
Yeah,
like,
and they all part.
Yeah, it's like literally you're looking at the crowd, like you're seeing all these little people, and then this just big John Cena style behemoth comes out in the middle.
Oh, that would be fantastic. And then you could have these like epic entrances.
Yeah.
And then you could get into these like hour-long sparring matches. Oh, that would be so cool.
It would be great. It would be great.
Oh,
anyway,
superb.
Should we move on, because we've kind of talked a bit too much about gaming there.
Really,
looking at the schedule.
A little bit more than we intended to, haven't we? Yeah,
but anyway, in reality we haven't got that many discussion questions, but we've got Macron43. Oh no, should we do the reviews? We'll do 5-star reviews first.
Okay.
All right, we actually got a lot, so I'm gonna give you the Australian ones to say.
Okay.
So I'll start off with saying EU. So thank you, Mark P, for the 5-star review. I'll send them to you now over Skype. So Mark P, Dowie G, Casey Q, Lauren N, Matthew N, Andy P, Marco L, and Vladimir Putin? Vladimir R.
Oh, I was really excited then.
Yeah, Vladimir P, Putin.
Hey, Vlad! Oh, that would have been so cool. It's like a foreign leader listening to our podcast.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Great, so,
You
Australia.
killed it.
You do know why I gave this to you.
I fucking know why you gave this to me.
I struggle with this guy's name every week.
Okay, I know whose name you struggle with. It's obviously Sophie B.
Sophie B.
Thank you, Sophie, for your 5-star review. Is it Anita or Agneta?
Agneta, I read it as, but yeah, it could be.
Okay, you know who you are. Thank you for your 5-star review, Agneta V.
Yeah.
And then Zhang Jing W.
I think that's
also.
right.
Yeah, thank you also.
He's had no complaints. If we butchered your name, I apologise. And then we've got Asia.
Yeah, we're not exactly like wordsmiths or anything like that. So cut some slack.
We have Asia to thank for Mohammed L, Mohammed S, and Mohammed N. So when they say Mohammed's the most popular name in the world, they were right.
Yeah, I can see why.
And the last one from Asia is Andy W. So,
well, that's a bit of a curveball.
Bit of a different one here.
Yeah, thank you, Andy.
Are you chilling in Dubai on business? I don't know. Do you just like Thailand? Is it your English name? Is it your real name? But anyway,
we just don't know.
If you want a 5-star review shout out, just give the podcast a 5-star rating review on iTunes. You can now donate to us via 2 ways. You can give us a one-off payment on PayPal, which is in the description below. You can give us any amount you want, from 1p to $1 billion.
Yeah, obviously, we're more excited about the billion than the one. But any donation helps. Yeah,
it does. And if you want to directly donate regularly, like Matthew N has done, you can do it via Patreon, and then that money gets saved up and goes into getting new equipment. What's going to be getting next is a new microphone. Then there's going to be a new editing software, which I've already got this plan for the Middle of Fall series, and then another series after that, which I'm going to be talking about in a minute when we get asked a question about it. And I'm looking I'm looking forward to being able to get some kind of new equipment, and that will kind of improve the series and hopefully improve the views that we get, because we're getting quite a few views already on the Middle of Fall series. This is the highest average views per month that we've ever had on the channel, especially on the podcast. I mean, Jesus. But but yeah, it's going good at the minute, and I'm looking forward to kind of increasing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, especially in kind of now, I've got plans to be kind of doing some general gaming content over the next few months as well, because these over Christmas I had a little bit of a break, and I've got 2 more lists to do. I've got the top 10 gaming controversies, and then the top 10 anticipated games of 2016.
There's going to be interesting lists, particularly controversies.
The controversies is going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It was the hardest one to write up.
Oh, it always is.
Yeah, because it's hard to think
you can either be diplomatic or be a complete dick.
Yeah. Well, even thinking of some for the year, I was just like, what? I was like, what happened this year? And I'm like, oh yeah, that happened. Oh yeah, the Confederate flag, that thing happened.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh yeah, Quiet MGS5. Oh yeah, I remember that went down.
Yeah.
It's like,
wasn't there? What was it? Swatting? Is that?
Oh, that was the year before. But
that was the year before.
The year before, yeah.
It's been.
It was like the year before.
Went quickly.
It was the year before, but that it kind of lingered into the beginning of 2015. But I kind of left it out because
if you need some filler, just put it in
there. But I've got some good ones in there. I've got some good ones. And do you know this? That Hideo Kojima and Konami didn't get on last year. Did you know that?
Yeah.
They didn't get on. I found that quite surprising. I didn't hear about that at all.
Do you know, Connor, that shocks me to my core, because I always thought they were like
the best friends.
Bestos.
Yeah.
So is no one doing anything about that? I mean, I've not heard anything about that.
No, give some news on it. I mean, why not?
Yeah, God.
Anyway, let's go into the first question. He actually starts off with saying Shatner for the win, so Shatner for the win. It's from Macron43.
Hey, I recognise that name.
Yeah. Why are you guys tough on No Man's Sky? What don't you like about it? Okay, so, do you want to go first?
No Man's Sky. Okay, I've got no issue with the fact that it, with what they're trying to do. They're creating this huge world that they reckon no one's going to be able to explore completely, which is probably true.
Yeah.
That's a very interesting idea. That's a great concept. But from what I can tell, that's all it is. It's a concept. Yes, it's going to come out as a game that will be playable, that we will be able to experience. That's great. But beyond them showing us what a big world it is, there is. Shut up, dog. Oh, don't do. Oh.
Damn dog.
God damn it, dog. Yeah. Beyond them showing us, this concept of what this huge procedurally generated world is going to look like, I'm not seeing very much that could get me excited.
It's like every time I go in, it's the same as you. It's cool. They've got this big world that you can fully explore, and that you can't. It's going to be probably hard to fully explore. And finding these new species and everything, that's cool. But at the end of the day, what do we do? He says you can go on a planet. Every fan goes, you can go to these planets and mines to improve your ship and everything. And I was like, that's all well and cool, but going around and mining to improve my ship is usually the most boring part of games.
Yeah, why would I want to do that? Honestly.
Like I said in the previous podcast, because we touched on the last one, that the way that this will work for me is that if it's just this nice little cool-down game. That's fun to play, fun to experience, and then just kind of go off after a while.
But we did talk about this. It's not violent enough for my cooldown game. You know that.
You're a fucked up person.
Oh, that hurts me. That really hits me where I live.
I had this theory that a cooldown game was someone, a nice thing, like a nice sports game or nice little, peaceful thing to get through. It's like, oh no, I need to shoot some fuckers in the face to cool down. A cooldown.
I just get angry, okay? People piss me off, so I want to shoot things.
Shooting people cools you down.
It's a good release, alright? It's a good release.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anymore, because now I'm going to end up on some kind of CIA watch list thing.
Yeah.
So, this guy's a nut job, we'll watch him.
Yeah, so, we hope that... Go on.
Sorry, I was just going to say... I think the biggest problem with No Man's Sky right now is the community.
Oh yeah,
I think the biggest problem is they are massively, from what I've seen, a lot of people are massively overhyping it. So they've built up in their heads, and it's kind of built, what this game is. It's kind of built up a critical mass. Someone said one thing. I wonder if it'll be like that. Someone has then come along and said, "Oh, I bet you it will," and I bet you it'll have this. And someone's gone, "Oh, it'll have all of that, and it'll have that," and it's built up and up and up and up and up into a game that it probably just isn't.
Yeah,
and we've got no evidence to suggest it is.
People got the wrong idea about this game. People are going like, "Oh, can't wait to get in there with guilds and meet up with them and go around explore new planets together." When they said directly in the in the press conference at E3 that we're trying to make people not meet up with each other, trying to keep them as far away from each other as they can. So if you meet someone, it's a very rare occurrence.
Yeah, we're trying to separate you all so that it feels like it's your own universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go into the next question.
That's No Man's Sky, and that's why we're not impressed.
We hope it does turn out good. It could turn out good. We never want a game to fail.
Absolutely, it's never good when a game fails, because that's man hours and money that people have spent on it and worked on it that are not being rewarded. So obviously we want No Man's Sky to do well, but I just don't think it will. I just don't think it's what people want it to be.
Exactly. Okay.
Okay, this is from Jerry K, and I don't really think I have any input in this one, so this is, I think, directly for you.
Okay.
Are there any other shows, apart from The Elder Scrolls, or TES people, as a podcast, or as a YouTube channel, that are coming down the pipeline featuring you two as a pair? Shatner for the win.
Well, currently, Nathan's going away to India. So,
sorry, I'm just tearing up here.
With the Golden Path. Getting the machine guns and the paragliders, find the animals, hunting, You know.
Hey, no, that's Far Cry Prime.
You can hunt a bit. Yeah, like throwing pieces of meat to get, the animals to come down, the predators. You can see some incredible wildlife.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, yeah.
I mean, in all seriousness, yeah.
Yeah.
God, yeah.
I don't know why, but I've just had this image in my head of you walking into the village. I see like an elephant farm. It's like next door. And I'm just wondering, and there's like, there's Betsy. I'm gonna ride her.
She will be my new friend.
Yeah. You bring it back to England with you. You march it back to England.
Yeah. Crossing the channel.
That will be a nightmare to get on the ferry to Calais.
Oh yeah. No, I'll make her. She'll have grown so big that she'll be able to walk across the channel.
Anyway, but so we haven't really got any plans. We're going to probably do a few more. There'll probably be some shows featuring us two as a pair when you get back from India.
Absolutely.
The Elder Scrolls podcast, that's going to be happening as soon as probably the first show we record when you get back, either that or the new episode of this. If you want to do some new shows from me, I'm going to be doing. I want to do a Game of Thrones lore series, especially in the build-up of of the new series coming out.
Absolutely.
I think another lore series would be good for the channel. So I've kind of got a system where I can kind of do it efficiently now. So I'm going to be doing another one of those. And I'm also kind of going to be doing some kind of not necessarily gaming news, but like, I don't know, if a topic kind of catches me by surprise, or if I think, like the video I did, what can the Elder Scrolls 6 do for Fallout 4?
Yeah.
If I can think of something that kind of catches me, like either a topic or a bit of news or something that kind of catches me, or an idea, I'm going to do a video about it, because I think that's kind of some of my best videos, to be honest.
Yeah,
so
spontaneous.
Yeah, so I'm going to be doing kind of more of them, and that's kind of what the plan is at the minute. Plans change over time, so Nathan could come back and is like, "What do you do now?" Like, "Oh yeah, we are specifically 12th century history on the Dagora TV channel now, no longer gaming or films." It's
or like, "We are super excited for No Man's Sky. We're doing it every week."
Yeah. Weekly video. Hell, if they want to sponsor us, I will gladly do daily No Man's Sky videos.
Or hourly.
Yeah, 24 videos a day.
Yep, 7 days a week.
Look at the leaf on this tree. So, Matthew Perry, speaking of that, Friends reunion, what do you think?
Is there actually a Friends reunion?
Yeah, they're doing one on a 2-hour special on NBC, they've confirmed.
Oh, Christ!
Yeah.
So obviously that's all of them coming back?
All of them are coming back. They don't know whether logistically they're going to be able to get them in the same set, all 6 of them in the same set as each other, but all of them have agreed to do it.
Right, why logistically would that be a problem?
I don't know, but I'm going to guess that they're obviously going to have certain days with certain cast members, because they've obviously got other work, and may not be able to get them all in one scene, but I'm pretty sure they'll be able to with time.
Yeah, definitely.
But,
so why now? I mean, obviously it's like, what, this is 10th anniversary since it last finished?
12th anniversary, isn't it?
I thought it finished in 2005.
When did Friends finish?
I'm pretty sure it was 95 to 2005.
I thought it was 2003. Oh, September 22nd, 1994 to May 6th, 2004. So it's the 12th anniversary. It's going to be the end of February when it comes out.
Oh right. So it's not far away, is it?
No, it's not far away. It's going to be on NBC, so I'll have to watch when it gets leaked to the internet. Because there's no other way in this country unless you wait 2 years for it to be on Comedy Central 5 times a day. But I'm
quite surprised by that.
Yeah,
I wonder why. I wonder why they're doing it now, and I wonder why. Yeah. Well, I wonder why at all. I mean,
there's been a massive demand for it for years.
Yeah, but even so, it was like.
They've always been talks to start it, and then they've broken down. To be honest, it never should have ended when it did. They could have done another couple of seasons out of it.
I don't know. I was happy with where they ended it.
I don't know. I still feel like there was in a place. It was still funny. It wasn't getting old.
It definitely wasn't. But I always like it when they choose purposely to end a show, rather than let it drag on and on.
I suppose so. It's best to leave on the top than it is to kind of keep it going on and on, I suppose.
Absolutely. But I mean, yeah, I do wonder why, because there's been demand for years for Firefly to come back and do a reunion, but nope, nothing there.
Yeah.
I I'm just still bitter about that. Every time I say the word Firefly, I kind of want to cry a little bit. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
I've not thought about Friends reunion.
I don't know. Like the more I think about it, it makes me a little bit more excited, just to kind of see what the characters are now. How Chandler and Monica had the twins, didn't they? And they like moved out. Joey, is he?
Do you think that's obviously? Do you think all the relation? The thing that really bothers me. Do you think Ross and Rachel will still be together?
Oh no.
You think
no? They'll do some bullshit where they get together at the end because they are.
Yeah, they get together at the end of the special. They get back together at the end of the special.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. But no, because what's her daughter's name again? Their daughter's name?
Who?
Like
It was Emily.
Emily, yeah. She's going to be in it, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's going to have to be.
God, Ben's going to be like 20.
Oh Christ!
This is going to be
the
fun.
twins. The twins are going to be like 11.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, this is going to be weird.
It's going to be good. I can't wait.
I wonder what would be really cool is if it was the same actor or actresses that actually played the babies. Like if they just they got those kids and went, look, we're giving you. We know you're not an actor.
They get Cole Sprouse back from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody to play Ben again.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. But it would be really weird seeing him because he kind of disappeared in later seasons.
Both of them,
didn't he, Ben?
Yeah, Ben he popped up again in series 10, didn't he?
Yeah, for one episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was his ex-wife as well.
He was still in. Yeah, she disappeared because no one cared anymore.
No, she was just meh.
Yeah.
What was it, Susan? Is that right? Or was Susan her wife?
Was
it Karen?
Karen and Susan. It was Karen and Susan. I can't remember which way.
I can't remember which one was his ex-wife.
Yeah, the lesbian anyway.
yeah, the lesbian was his ex-wife.
Yeah.
And then there was Elizabeth, his other ex-wife.
Yeah, God, I hated her.
Such a pain in the ass. She gives British a bad name.
I hate. Can you remember who I hated as well? You remember Julie? Beginning of season 2, when he's with the Chinese girl.
Oh yeah, Julie.
I hated her.
I'll tell you who else I hated.
Who?
Russ.
Which one was Russ?
Do you not remember Russ?
Russ.
He's basically a Ross lookalike.
Oh, I hated no, that was a good episode. He remember having to come in and he was like, "Hi."
Do you think? Is it Gunther?
Gunther, oh yeah.
Do you think he's going to be in it?
I don't know, he's got to be in a little cameo. He's got to be.
He has to be. Yeah. What about Paul Rudd?
Paul Rudd, he'll be in it with Phoebe, won't he? He'll be.
Yeah. Unless they pull some bullshit where they got divorced or something.
Yeah.
Because you know what Phoebe's like. She's a complete nutter.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yes, long story short, I'm very excited for the Friends reunion, and we still haven't heard the question.
No, okay, so the question is from Matthew P. Oh yeah, Matthew P, so I went Matthew Perry. Thanks for your name.
Yeah, thanks, you just gave us a great talking point.
His last name would be like Paddington or something, but anyway. What's your guys' opinion on George R.R. Martin missing his deadline for Winds of Winter? Shatner for the win. Okay. George R.R. Martin... Winds of Winter deadline. Obviously, I was disappointed, very disappointed, with him doing it, especially for the year he was kind of sat back, cancelled all these appearances at all these, conferences and everything to kind of get it finished, and then didn't get it finished. I was disappointed at first, but what I will be honest, what I've kind of been more disappointed with is the reaction to people, going like, get this book done, you're going to be dead soon, this should be a priority, you fuck. Things like that.
Shit.
Yeah, and it's like, basically going like, if I was him, I would be. It wouldn't cross my mind. It would cross my mind to go. You know what? I'm kind of sick of everyone kind of getting on my back, moaning at me, get it done. I'm just gonna be like, I'm just gonna go. I'm not releasing the final 2. Just to kind of get feeling because the way people have been treating him has been.
He's an actual person with an actual career. He's not some writing monkey.
Exactly.
He doesn't just sit at a typewriter and just type these things out for your enjoyment.
Yeah, and I will be honest, we have to kind of sit to go through the 7 stages of denial, to kind of go on with like, oh yeah, the books will be finished too. It's going to be kind of running dry, but they could take a break from a season, to make sure that I finish it. To maybe they'll do a movie and a prequel season in the middle, and then it went to maybe the movie in the middle would be kind of great, or another year off, because it's kind of getting hard to kind of get it done right now. until the end of okay.
Eventually, it's just like, oh, just they're gonna get ahead of me. Yeah, it's just gonna happen. Just accept it.
I've told them what they're gonna do. But yes, I'm disappointed. I'm gonna watch the show and get it through and get the story through there. I always said that I was gonna do that anyway. But there's just a part of me thinking, like, if you didn't spend so much time writing the Westeros cookbook and the world of Westeros, that you could have maybe got this done.
Yeah, you think that, but I think also, he is quite a talented writer.
Oh yeah, he's going to do it at his own pace, but
yeah, but also I think he can effectively manage more than one project at once, can't he? I mean, the Westeros cookbook and that sort of thing. Surely that's got to have a lot less detail to it.
It could. It does. Like the world of Westeros. That was a big thing that was giving outlines to basically the world that they're living in. And authors generally write them kind of books once they've done with the main story.
Yeah.
And maybe I don't know. I get this feeling that he kind of worried a bit too much about writing the world at a point before he was kind of worried about finishing the story. When I feel like, I don't know, I don't really want to get on his back, but I think if he focused, I think at time, because there was periods, of a couple of years when I get the impression that he didn't do so much. He was kind of, he went to a lot of events, Game of Thrones events, really, show events, taking parts in Q&As and stuff like that, going to fan stuff and everything, when he was kind of away from the project for kind of long periods of time.
Yeah, so those were areas where he was, kind of reveling in it rather than, doing his...
And obviously that's had an impact because, he's cancelled all of his future ones for the next, for this year. He maybe will probably turn up at Comic-Con, but that's probably the only one he's going to turn up at. But, I don't know, when it comes out, it'll come out and I'll read it. And I'm going to be honest, I know a lot of people, are worrying, saying, I was going to read the books and that was going to be my story. Now I'm going to have to watch the show. Not a problem with me. I had a great time watching the show. I think the show's great. And,
I wonder if it was maybe deliberate. I wonder if he's maybe put it back secretly. Maybe he's even finished it and he's put it back secretly just so that, he can build the suspense for the season 6 opener. For what has actually happened to Jon Snow or to a certain someone is like, I don't know, certain people seem to think that what's-his-face, Stannis, might still be in the land of the living.
Stannis.
So maybe they're trying to build up the suspense there. I don't know.
What I think is, I think he's pretty much finished Winds of Winter. And I also think he's pretty much finished Dream of Spring. I think he was writing both of them, and I think he wanted to get both of them done so that they could kind of come out within like a year of each other. So that then, that way, so that way when when they come out and the show and everything, it's kind of all done then. So that it will be done before the show's finished, so they could just kind of get down and hammer down with both of them. If then just finishing this one and then waiting another 3-4 years for the next one. And it is said that the Dream of Spring is taken literally directly after Winds of Winter, like they do follow on immediately.
Right, I see. So it's like a two-parter.
Yeah,
kind of.
and the way he always said that he writes his books is he writes them in the people's chapters, as the way they go on. Like, I was watching a documentary. Well, it was like an interview with him, like an hour-long interview, and he was talking about the way he writes his books was. Like he draws out a timeline of the events that happen, in the story that he thought of, and he'll go back, and make corrections to it. He's like, no, I want this to happen instead. No, this is going to happen. No, and everything. And then he'll write it down from the characters' chapters, who write it them for. Yeah, he'll do say
say Arya, she's still with us, isn't she?
Yeah, so like in the first one, I'll say the first one. The first one, he always said he wrote the Eddard chapters first, and then he wrote the Sansa chapters, and then he wrote the Catelyn chapters, and then he wrote the Tyrion chapters, and then he'll write them all in the chronological order of the way they go, and then he'll piece it together in what would be the book.
Yeah,
so, which is an interesting way to kind of go about it.
So you think, on that basis, there's a chance he'll have written the sequel as well?
Yeah, because it kind of goes directly in order. I think he would have written all the chapters for the next two, for both of them. And then he's just kind of getting towards, piecing them, maybe the last few characters chapters, and piecing it together. So I think it's still going to be a few months yet because it's still got to kind of go through editing and publishing and all that. But with the thing that is missed his deadline, it's still going to be a while away yet.
Yeah. I don't know. That's what I get kind of feeling. It'll come out when it comes out. Still, it's not very. It doesn't seem very professional to miss your deadline and then not give a reason why. Or has he given a reason why?
Well, no, because really, no one really knew he had a deadline. It was kind of like the company kind of. I think his publisher was kind of getting asked. You're getting bugged a lot. Like when's the book coming out? And then you're just like, we had a deadline, you missed it. To kind of maybe shift the blame.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like, it's just yeah, like, maybe it isn't a professional thing to, maybe miss the deadline. Maybe you got a point there, because, like, you never heard of, J.K. Rowling missing a deadline for a book. And she had this massive film universe going on at the same time. And...
Yeah, I mean, there's another one, Rick Riordan, who writes the Percy Jackson series, and other assorted in that area. He has a new book come out every year, the same time every year, and he just puts it out every year, always the same time. So yeah, I don't know. And they're not the small books; they're always quite big books as well. Yeah, so
I do suppose the Game of Thrones world is much more complicated than Harry Potter and thing is. Like,
absolutely,
because there's a lot more bouncing around, so editing it must be a nightmare.
Fucking hell. I mean, they're huge books, aren't they? They're huge books to go through. And also with editing, I suppose you're also looking out for kind of factual mistakes as well. Like, just in case accidentally he slipped one in and he just didn't realise, so he has to go through it again, troll through it and change it. And God, it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh, give me 2 seconds. Package.
Okay. Right, let's go into the next question.
Oh, why do you keep doing this? How do you pronounce that?
Socio, I think it is. I think it's French. The guy's from France, anyway.
Okay, 777.
Yeah.
So he says, weeks ago, I asked you if you watch the films based on an actor. Now I ask if you watch films on directors. Shatner for the win? Question mark. No, Shatner is definitely.
We get a few people putting that, by the way, question mark at the end of Shatner for the win. I think it's maybe because they've done writing the thing and they put a question mark at the end. But I don't know.
Yeah. But just for the avoidance of doubt, people, Shatner for the win is definitely Shatner for the win. It's not just it's not like a question. Is Shatner for the win? No, Shatner is for the win.
He's for the win.
Yeah. Just putting that out there. You started me off because I don't really know what that question really means.
Yeah.
Well, is he asking, like, do you watch films based on people's lives? Oh, I get it. No, never mind. I get it. Sorry, this is me catching up. Do I watch a film because I like the director?
Yeah.
Yes.
I do as well.
I do. Christopher Nolan, James Cameron, J.J. Abrams.
Okay.
And others. Assorted others. Like,
for me, it is...
Peter Jackson as well.
Peter Jackson. David O. Russell. I'm a big fan of his stuff, because I like Silver Linings Playbook, I like American Hustle, I like The Fighter. I love Joy. I went to see Joy last week. It's a damn good film.
Is it?
It is great. It's so good. It's like... It covers boring stuff and business, like, where you're going to get the product from, where you're going to get, like, the right supplier. If you're paying too much, are you going to get an advert on TV? If you think about it, the stuff it covers is damn boring, but the way it shows it, I was, like, fully in. I was so entertained. And, like, the acting performances in it are great. Bradley Cooper's great. Jennifer Lawrence is great. Robert De Niro's phenomenal. It's just a great film. And I'm all in for David O. Russell's films. I love them. So, should we go... is there any other directors you like watching?
Can't really think of any at the minute, but I'm sure others will come to me as we go along.
So, last question. Casey Q, when are you doing the Star Wars quiz? Shatner for the win. We're going to be doing it right now, Casey. So, basically, I'm going to be asking Nathan 10 questions on Star Wars.
Oh,
and then
shit.
I'm gonna ask
You didn't
George,
warn me, man.
I'm gonna ask George 10 questions on Star Wars, and next week we're gonna compare the two. So you're gonna hear George's answers literally right now. Okay, so
This is going to be on the Star Wars universe, yeah, or is this about Star Wars actors and directors and that sort of thing?
this is a bit of both. It's a bit of everything.
Fuck.
Like, I had one question which I thought was really good, and then
Right.
George went to me like yesterday. He said, "You should ask Nathan a trick question." And I was like, "What?" And I was like, "What is Yoda's species?" And I was like, "I had that as a question."
Crap, I don't actually know.
Yeah, he isn't a species. Like no one knows. Apparently, I got him
Fair
off the. So thank you to the Star Wars fans on the subreddit for giving me the questions because I had no. There's like a mix of easy, testing, and really hard.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you how you get on. After.
All right.
And we don't know how. I don't know how George has done yet. So we'll tell Nathan next week. You'll know the viewer after Nathan's done. So first question.
Better fucking win this, otherwise I'm completely fucked.
First question. What is Senator Palpatine's secret other name?
Oh, Darth Sidious.
Well done, Nathan. That's one question.
Thank you.
What is Luke Skywalker's home planet called?
Is this a trick question? Because he was born on Polis Massa, but he was then relocated to Tatooine.
Tatooine was the one I was looking for.
It's Tatooine then.
Okay. Why was Jar Jar Binks banished from Gungan Society?
Oh, shit. I can only assume because he's such a fucking utter moron.
You're actually correct, yeah.
Yeah, there we go then. He's such a fucking utter moron.
Okay. What does ATST mean?
All-terrain scout transport.
Yep. Darth Vader's personal Star Destroyer is called what?
Oh, God. Gee, I don't know that one.
The Devastator. 4 out of 5.
Devastator? Oh, blimey, that's cool.
Okay.
This is really fun. Sorry, I'm really enjoying this.
Okay. What kind of droid is R2-D2?
Astromech. He's an astromech droid.
Yes, that's correct. 5 out of 6.
Thank you.
Okay, let's get to the hard ones now.
Oh god, those weren't hard.
These are hard. I mean, these ones... Okay. The Jedi Order is said to have been created on which planet?
On what planet, sorry?
On which planet? Which planet was it said to have been created on?
I haven't got a fucking clue about that one.
Tython.
On what?
Tython.
Python.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay.
Who said, "Will someone get this big walking carpet out of my way"?
Princess Leia.
Okay. So, you're on 7 out of 9, so this is the last question, isn't it?
Yes.
This is the hardest one.
Okay.
Who said the last words in the Revenge of the Sith?
Now, it was either Bail Organa, Master Yoda, or Obi-Wan or was it Owen?
I'll repeat the question. Which characters say the last words in Revenge of the Sith?
Is it Owen Lars?
No, it's C-3PO.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't see that one coming.
So you got a solid 8 there.
No, I got a 7, didn't I?
No, you got the last one wrong. Yeah, shit. Yeah, 7. Solid 7 out of 10. So I'll just add that to the thing. You'll know what George got. You'll know who the winner is now.
That's not too bad. I'm pretty pleased with that.
Yeah. So you got a solid 7 out of 10. You did good. You did good on some of the hard ones. Like I didn't think you'd get the ATST. I'll be honest with you. I was like, I don't know if you get this. I thought I was like a good mix of hard and easy there.
Yeah, no, that was good. Honestly, that was good.
Yeah.
The C-3PO one really caught me.
Yeah.
I didn't get that. I was surprised I got Astromech though.
Yeah.
I was surprised I got that right. It kind of just
Come to you, yeah.
Yeah. I had no idea what Darth Vader's ship was though, because it was only in that film. It was only in episode 5, and I just kind of disregarded it. I just thought, cool Star Destroyer.
Yeah.
Anyway, there we go.
So, should we go to movies? Okay, so I'm here with George, and you would have heard Nathan's part of the quiz, and you would have known what score he got. We're going to find out the winner. Well, we'll know the winner at the end of this George one, because Nathan got a 7 out of 10. So, George, there's a series of easy, medium and difficult questions.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Can I just state beforehand, if I fail this miserably, blame alcohol. People of the GnM Podcast, don't drink ever.
Okay, right, let's get on with it.
Go.
Easy one. What is Luke Skywalker's home planet called?
Tatooine.
Correct. What kind of droid is R2-D2?
Fuck.
What kind of droid is R2-D2, I repeat?
You sound like I'm full of quizmaster here.
It's a serious quiz.
I know, fuck, I forgot.
Are you passing? Are you not going to have a guess?
I know, it's in my head, but I can't. It's on the tip of my tongue, I can't get it, I can't.
It's Astromech.
Okay.
Okay, so 1 out of 2.
Oh shit, okay. I want to fail this quiz miserably.
What is Senator Palpatine's secret other name?
The Senator Palpatine.
Palpatine, yeah. Senator Palpatine. What was he also known as?
Emperor. So he went to be the Emperor, didn't he? No.
What was its secret other name? What is Senator Palpatine's secret other name?
I want to fail this quiz so fucking masterfully. I'm going
to be honest with you, this is in the prequels and even I knew this one.
Secret Palpatine. What was it?
The prequels.
I hate the prequels.
So, you've seen them.
And, only once each. I've seen the originals. Like,
but I've seen them once each and I knew this one.
Go on.
Darth Sidious.
Of course.
Is that silence of like, holy shit?
That's holy shit, I'm dead.
Okay.
Go.
Who said, will someone get this big walking carpet out of my way?
Okay, Princess Leia.
Yep, so you've got 2 out of 4. Why was Jar Jar Binks banished from the Gungan Society?
Why was Jar Jar Binks banished from the... Forget me. It's not going well for me. I think. I'm trying to replay the scenes in my head. That's what's going through.
I'm going to be honest. If you overthink this one, you get it wrong.
Did he eat someone? It's fat as fuck. Okay. When was it banished?
Why was Jar Jar Binks banished from the Gungan Society?
Oh, Jar Jar Binks. Oh, I know why. Fucking... Why was it?
You'd have to get it dead on just to generally describe it.
I know, the scenes in my head, I just can't get the words... Oh, fuck's sake, come on. Come on, George. Can we go back to this one? Will I have to go back?
I'll allow you to go back.
Okay.
What does ATST mean?
ATST. They're the mini walker things, aren't they?
The ATST, yeah.
Are they the big... They're the smaller one, no, they're AT-AT.
ATST.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I've either... But yeah, I know, ATST. GnM Podcast reviewers are going to kill me because they're like, you said you were good at Star Wars. Like, I missed me in the details. ATST. ATST.
I repeat, What does ATST mean?
Fuck's sake, Conor, you feel like, like you're actually on a TV show or something here.
This is a serious quiz.
Pass.
Okay.
What is it?
All-terrain scout transport.
Do you even say that in the films?
Yes. All of this stuff is in the films.
I know they're in the films, but do they actually say what they are?
According to the guy on the Star Wars subreddit, yeah. Nathan got that one right, so I'm presuming they did.
Okay.
Darth Vader's personal Star Destroyer is called what?
Darth Vader's personal Star Destroyer.
Yeah. What's it called?
Right. Should have kept the Yoda question in for quiz, Conor.
I did say that to him and he did get it right.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
Darth Vader's personal Star Destroyer.
Darth Vader's personal Star Destroyer is called what?
It's quite impressive that he's got a personal Star Destroyer.
Yeah. But what's it called?
That's quite a good company car.
Yeah.
I get with this one, I've failed the quiz. I've lost.
We're going to finish anyway to compare scores.
On 2 out of?
Yes.
I feel the disappointment of the Star Wars fan. I feel like I need to whip my Star Wars calendar down. And out my Star Wars shit in my room.
Do you not know what it's called?
No.
The Devastator.
What a shit name, Darth Vader!
The Devastator. Okay.
Stop.
These are the hard questions.
Okay. I'll probably get these right now than me.
Oh, hang on, I think I've missed one out. Have I missed one out? No, I don't think I have missed one out.
Quotes. If you did the film on quotes, I'd do well.
Tycho Planet. No, I didn't. No, I haven't missed one out yet. Oh, no, I haven't missed one out. Okay. The Jedi Order is said to have been created on which planet?
The Jedi Order created on which planet? I think I know this, but I can't know what. Go on, tell me.
Tython.
Okay.
Which character says the last words in Revenge of the Sith?
Which character says the last words of Revenge of the Sith?
Nathan didn't get this one.
Revenge of the Sith. Pardon me?
C-3PO.
What did he say?
Don't know, but he says the last words. Last question. What is the diameter of the first Death Star?
Oh, come on!
He specifically says it in the film.
Yes, I know, but who the fucking remembers that?
You said you remember quotes.
Fucking bugs.
This is the hardest question. This was designed to be the hardest one.
Fuck, I don't know that.
120 kilometres. So now we'll go back to the question of why was Jar Jar Binks banished from the Gungan Society?
Is it like...
It's as simple as you think.
Simple. Doing some band trading or something? I can't...
I'll give you that one. For being clumsy.
Okay.
I'll give you that one.
Oh, you get back... I'm to all Star Wars fans out there who have pissed off during this quiz, I'm off to watch all the original films and the prequels now because I feel ashamed of myself, to be honest.
3 out of 10. Nathan got a very respectable 7.
I got a shock it. I am sorry.
I was expecting to at least put on a contest. I mean, the Palpatine one was dreadful. That was, I think that was the that was the worst part. of it all. I mean, you should be ashamed of that one.
I'm ashamed of myself, Chris.
I knew that one.
I feel like I'm going to get shit on now.
I was like going on to like the prequels. And he was like, Emperor? Oh,
Just from the Empress then.
Anyway, alright, so that's the end. We'll go back to the actual episode. Enjoy the rest of the episode.
Yes, let's do that.
So, it's been Golden Globes.
It has indeed.
I watched it. I was
I did
very
not.
disappointed.
Really?
Yeah, because it all went too well. It's better when it fucks up, or like some celebrity goes mental. Ricky Gervais said to him. Ricky Gervais, you know, he said a few comments, like he said one to Mel Gibson, which made me laugh. Because do you know Mel Gibson had that rampage a few years ago?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
and he was
remember.
like, he went to him, what the hell does sugar tits even mean? Yeah. He wasn't I don't know what it is where he's like whether people care less about celebrities' opinions or whether the Ricky Gervais was kind of less risky, but it was a mixture of both. I think it was a bit of both, because like back then people generally seemed to care about what celebrities felt like, and now people just don't give a shit. People are just like, yeah, you get enough money, dickhead.
Yeah, they're just people. You're
Yeah.
just people, really, aren't you?
So, Golden Globes, the film that won Best Motion Picture for Drama was The Revenant.
Yes.
Apparently deserving. It's coming out tomorrow. I'm watching it tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it.
I'd actually quite like to see The Revenant.
Yeah, it looks
I
damn
did,
good.
I did, however, see in DiCaprio's acceptance speech a massive spoiler, so thank you, Leonardo. That was great.
I didn't see
apparently-
that. I haven't seen his speech.
You haven't seen it?
No, but I'm not
Okay.
going to now. I'm not
Well,
going to.
close your ears, because...
Yeah, well, don't spoil it for me or anyone on the thing. So let's just leave it till next week. Leave it till next week.
Okay, alright, yeah. Fair enough. Fair
Okay,
enough.
Best Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy. This is the most bullshit category. Because
Yeah.
guess what won it?
Oh, no, Was it Pitch Perfect?
The
No, it
Martian.
wasn't
The Martian.
The Martian!
The Martian. It's like what it
Simon-
seems like is that a film that gets like the littlest laugh gets nominated for Best Comedy. Because
That's
like
not... The Martian is not a fucking
it's
comedy.
got Joy in there. Joy's not a comedy. It's got The Big Short. The Big Short's not a comedy. The two comedies in here are Spy and Trainwreck.
Well, Spy is meh. Trainwreck is meh.
Well, Trainwreck's
So-
a good film. Like I think Trainwreck is a film that you can see why it got nominated. Had good acting in it. It was. Was it a naff story? Yeah. It made me laugh. Yeah. John Cena was hilarious in it.
Yeah, you can see why it got nominated, because it's genuinely a comedy. Spy,
But, like,
again, you
if
can
it's
see
going
why it
to
got
be
nominated.
if they're taking the category of literally musical or comedy, then it deserves to win it. But like The Martian had like a couple of laughs moments.
The
like
Martian.
that doesn't make like they need to clarify. Anyway, next award. Best performance by an actress in a motion picture drama, and it was by Brie Larson, who was in Room. Never seen that film, so I honestly couldn't tell you.
Who's Brie Larson again?
Brie Larson's an actress. She's been things. I don't know if she's been anything massive.
She's been in things.
Yeah.
Has she, Connor?
She's been.
Has she really?
She's done some stuff.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. What's she been in? Let's have a quick look. She's been in. Well, she was in Trainwreck apparently. She was in The Gambler, 21 Jump Street.
Oh, right. That Brie Larson.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah. Schmidt's love interest.
Yeah.
Got you. Yeah, right.
Okay, so best actress in a motion picture, musical or comedy. Yeah, Jennifer Lawrence won it for Joy, and looking at all the other candidates, I'd probably say she deserved to win. Melissa McCarthy for Spy.
What, you mean she didn't win?
No, she deserved to. She did win. She won it.
She won, did she? Jennifer
Yeah.
Lawrence. That's like a big non-shock.
Yeah,
right there.
maybe the two that was kind of combating it was maybe Amy Schumer's in Trainwreck or Maggie Smith's in The Lady in the Van, but really don't matter, to be honest. You know,
Yeah.
who gives a shit? Like, best performance by an actor in a motion picture drama was Leonardo DiCaprio, The Revenant. I'll see if he deserves it tomorrow. But,
It probably did. I mean, let's be honest.
probably
it's DiCaprio.
of all the others that I saw, I'd say Fassbender for Steve Jobs, but I haven't seen The Revenant yet. So.
Fair enough.
Okay, best performance by an actor in a supporting role in a motion picture was Sylvester Stallone in Creed, which apparently was donned as the most deserving award of the night. Apparently.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard it deserves Oscars.
Yeah, I've heard that he in particular deserves an Oscar for his performance. So I'll be watching that next weekend when I nip back to Scunny, and me and my dad are going to go watch it. So
all right, excellent.
Very much excited. Okay, best performance by an actress in a supporting role was Kate Winslet in Steve Jobs. Okay. Which I don't know whether maybe they couldn't find another worthy person, but I didn't think she was that great in it, to be honest with you. Her accent was dropping a lot because she was like a mix between Polish and American, and it was a bit strange. But anyway,
it's like Margot Robbie's accent in.
Yeah, sometimes it's like Ward, it's like New Jersey, and then the next minute it's like
Australian.
Yeah,
she's quite obviously Australian.
Yeah.
When you're watching her in Wolf of Wall Street,
especially when she starts shouting.
Yeah. She's fucking Australian.
Yeah.
I mean, there is no getting around that. I mean, yeah, oh God, never mind. It's still great performance.
Yep.
Yeah, but, anyway.
Best director of the motion picture was Alejandro González Iñárritu for The Revenant. I thought maybe they could have, from what they kind of did with effects and everything, they could have maybe given it to George Miller for Mad Max.
Yeah, that would have been good. Oh, speaking of Mad Max, are we going to talk about the fact that he's basically said he's not. Yeah,
we'll talk about that after this. Yeah,
that's a shot.
And for best performance by an actor in a motion picture, musical, or comedy, when literally none of these films are comedies.
Hang on, did Jason Statham get it?
Matt Damon got it.
Matt Damon. I mean, okay, Matt Damon is great.
Great in The Martian, fantastic acting performance, but I don't know. What did they clarify as musical or comedy? Is it because you laughed once in the film?
Did anybody question that when they got their awards?
No,
because
it's been like that for years.
Did they just say, "Look, this was not supposed to be a comedy. We obviously did something wrong."
I don't know how they clarify it. I really
I would
don't know.
stand up. I would stand up and go, "Thank you so much for this award. I don't know why I've got it. The Martian was not supposed to be a comedy."
Well, hey, I don't care.
Yeah, it's an award. Hey, yeah. Look,
yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'm not going to bite the hand that feeds me. Jesus.
Yeah, and
this is one very valuable golden statue.
And that's kind of the main awards of the night. The other thing I want to touch on is that Mad Men got quite a lot of awards for basically because it finished this year.
Oh, it Mad Men?
Yeah, and it's basically a thing that the Golden Globes do. If a TV show finishes, they just give it a ton of awards and say, "Well done, you did a good show."
Right, see. So basically, there is absolutely no point to that award.
Do you know, like best actor or best show of the year? They just give it to them because it was the last year. They just been like, "Hey, there's no other year they can win it," because you get a group of people.
It's a pity.
It is, but you get a group of people that get nominated for it every year, and they never win it until the last year. So it's just a thing.
Fair enough.
So, what are you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
Not doing anything.
Oh right, it sounded like you were moving a lot.
Oh, actually, that'll probably be. Oh, that's where the microphone is.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I've got the tab on the end of my iPad and I'm fiddling with it. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. Sorry, I'll stop doing that.
That's alright. I was just like, what the hell are you doing? It sounds like you're diving.
I didn't realise.
Yeah.
Blimey. Sorry about that.
It's alright. Anyway, so Mad Max. We loved the first film, didn't we?
Yes. Well, are we talking the Mel Gibson version or the Tom Hardy version?
The kind of remade franchise version.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. Damn good.
God.
Damn good.
Oh yeah.
And a couple of months ago, he says, "Yeah, that I've got so many plans for stories that I want to do. I want to do a Furiosa singular story,
standalone." Didn't he say he was like writing them all as he kind of went along, or something like that? Like he had them all planned out and all. He was writing them all at the same time.
Yeah,
or am I
something
thinking
like
about
that.
Yeah.
He said he had like loads of stories that he wanted to tell and everything.
Yeah.
And then he just goes like, "I'm done making them. It takes a long time making these damn films. I'm not waiting 18 months to shoot 90 minutes of footage in a winter desert area." And do I think this will be the end of the Mad Max films? No, I still think there's going to be more.
That Mad Max film was far too good and far too successful.
Yeah.
For them to just turn around and say, "Nope, not making any more."
Well,
they're bound to.
The way I think it's going to be is, putting George Miller, like, I don't know if you saw the ETC episode about it.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
The way I think the way they said that I think they're going to do it that way. Like
it'll be like an executive producer.
Executive producer, co-writer. Kind of have some creative input, and they'll have some other director to do it because there's a lot of directors out there that could do the job. Maybe not as good, but be able to put a good film out. And I think that's kind of all I've got to say on it anyway. Yeah,
me too. Obviously, like I said, it was far too successful for it to
just go under the wire.
Yeah, for it not to be given a sequel. But if he is deciding to step away from it, then it just provides an opportunity for someone else to come in and put their own spin on it. And it's never really a bad thing. If someone who created it steps away, because typically they find the right person to fill his shoes, don't they?
Yeah.
I mean, the obvious example is, and this does not compare at all really, when George Lucas directed the Star Wars prequels, those films were just shit, just terrible. And the best thing for the franchise was for him to step away from it. Yeah. And so now we've got Star Wars Episode 7, which was fantastic.
Have you heard about the petition, by the way, from a guy in Brazil?
Yes, to get George Lucas to direct Episode 9.
Yeah.
God, why? Why? Do you think 20,000 people sadists? Do you think they're masochists? Do you think they like hurting themselves?
I think they're just stupid.
Are they just morons? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Are we giving 20,000 people? Are we giving these 20,000 people the vote? Really? Really? It's just. The guy they've got, the director they've got now, he was the one who did Jurassic World, wasn't he?
He was, yeah.
Hated that film.
I liked it. It was a good film.
No, I hated it.
It was good. A lot of people thought it was as well. A lot of people went to see it multiple times.
A lot of people did. I genuinely can't see why.
I don't see why people didn't like it. It was just a fun film.
No, I just thought it was badly acted. I thought it was, even by Chris Pratt, and I usually like Chris Pratt, I thought it just... It was like the last half, or the last probably third, was really good. I thought it was really good. It felt like a Jurassic Park film, but for the first 2/3, they spent the entire time trying to basically make like a throwback to Jurassic Park.
I liked it.
Look, this was in Jurassic Park. Look, do you remember that car? That was in Jurassic Park. Look, do you remember that? Do you remember that? You saw that? That guy was in Jurassic Park. Do you remember? Do you remember? Do you?
Don't take the piss. I like them moments.
No, by the time they had finished with all that, do you remember that was in Jurassic Park? 2/3 of the film had gone by and nothing had been achieved. All we'd got was horrible characters who were all just pains in the arse in various different ways. We'd had the two brothers, one of whom was a pussy and the other was obsessed with pussy. And there was like that weird.
Hang on, how was he a pussy?
He was just crying every 2 minutes
because he was scared that a dinosaur was attacking him.
I know, but if that had been any other kid, you would have been like, yeah, I can take it. If it had been a fun film, they wouldn't have had the kid crying his eyes out. I don't even remember in Jurassic Park the two kids there crying when they shouldn't have. No, they focused on getting the fuck out of the car and climbing the fuck out of the dinosaur's way. Getting the fuck out of the way, rather than just sitting there sobbing.
They didn't get out of the way, they ran.
Yeah, they ran for it with him in tears the whole fucking time.
Yeah, because you're fucking terrified that a dinosaur's attacking you.
Yes, but it's not terrifying, it's just CGI. That's all it is.
That's such a little... That's not even error with the film, I mean...
I know, I just hated it on a personal level, alright?
Okay, right, let's get into films coming out this... Let's get into films coming out this year.
I've made you speechless with rage, haven't I?
I mean, there's not even a point there.
I would say there's not even a point to you liking Man of Steel, but
Great film.
Fine, whatever.
Great film. I have many points, and I dish them out on a regular basis.
Wrong,
and everyone just goes, nah, but he threw a guy through a wall. Nah.
No, I don't care about the fact he threw a guy through a wall. I care about the fact he threw a guy through a wall every 2 seconds.
Best part. I enjoyed that part. Good action.
The film was Dragon Ball Z live action.
Good.
If Zack Snyder wanted to make a Dragon Ball Z film, make a fucking Dragon Ball Z film. The film was flat.
It wasn't.
It was bland.
Oh, it definitely wasn't.
There was
more
emotion.
There was more emotion in that film than any Captain America film, without a shadow of a doubt.
What are you talking about?
Without a shadow of a doubt. The bit with the kid in the closet, the bit with the bus when he's saving it. Marvel films generally emotionally are bland.
That is not true. That is not
very much true. Very much true.
No, that's not true.
Couldn't be more right.
No.
Anyway, let's go into films.
Yeah, let's just go into films.
Couldn't be more right. I'm the winner. Deadpool.
I'll let you win.
Deadpool. You go first. You're like Deadpool.
What about Deadpool? What are we talking about?
It's coming out this year. Do what we did last year.
Oh,
with games.
Of course. Yes. Ah, right. I gotcha.
We do what we did last year. What we did last week with what we did with games. We got all the games that are coming out and just talked about it for a quick minute, and then move on. Yeah.
Well, I'm really excited for Deadpool. I know it's not everybody's style of humour, and I can understand why. But from what I've seen in the trailer, it has really made me laugh. It's caught my kind of attention as being really faithful to the character, rather than sewing his mouth shut and making him some kind of weird mutant thing.
Yeah.
You just do not talk about that. And it looks like it's going to be batshit crazy, doing stupid things, being needlessly graphic and gory, and just a lot of fun. I really can't wait to see it. So it's going to be I think one to watch.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for it. So there we go.
What about you? What's kind of getting me going is seeing, what people have said about the comics, what people said about them. I'm going to be honest, I laugh more at like Deadpool memes than what I do at the actual trailer. I haven't found the trailers that good, but I do think it is going to be a funny film, because it is my kind of humour, I do generally find it quite funny, but I don't know, there's just been something about the trailers which I haven't kind of sat right, and I think that's going to be different in the film. I do think I'm going to enjoy the film, so that's kind of what's kind of keeping me going for it.
Yeah.
And the kind of humour that that I see, and when I see screenshots of the comic books and I see memes with Deadpool, it does make me laugh. So that's kind of what's kind of got me kind of looking forward to seeing it. Not really the trailers, to be honest with you.
No, I can understand why. Because apart from anything else, it can be quite jarring in a weird way, just seeing all that going on. It's a little strange to get your head around. And also, I do totally get what you're saying, because that kind of humour, I think, the way in which they kind of frame it in the trailer, it doesn't appeal to everyone.
Yeah.
But I don't think the actual comedy will be like that.
Yeah.
I can just kind of see what they're trying to go for.
I think they're trying to sit back a bit for a trailer, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I thought the best thing the release was when they announced it was going to be rated R. They did the interview.
Oh, yeah, him whacking a guy over the head. Yeah. That was funny. That was very funny. Yeah.
So, should we go on to the next film?
Yes. What's the next film?
Creed.
Coming
out next week. Cannot wait. Rocky, like it. It's about Apollo's son. It's going to be fun. It's apparently got really good. Nominated for Golden Globe. Sylvester Stallone, Golden Globe Award winner for this film. I haven't heard anyone say it's bad. Everyone who I know has either seen it on a website or heard YouTubers seen it in America. They've all come back and said, "Yeah, this film's damn good." So that's kind of kept me going. I think the trailers are all right. I mean, they're nothing special, but I don't know. It's Rocky's in this film. Nathan, Rocky's in it.
Is he actually going to get in the ring like Rocky Balboa?
He'll probably train a guy. But I'm just really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it, and it's going to be good. It's going to be good. So, what's your opinions on Creed?
Well, I stopped watching the Rocky films, to be honest, around Rocky 4. I did watch that. I did enjoy it. I just haven't got around to watching the rest.
Five's the worst, and Balboa was all right.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for Creed.
Yeah.
I'd give that a watch. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I do like it's Michael Jordan, isn't it?
Michael B. Jordan, yeah. I'm so happy that Fantastic Four didn't kind of kill his career.
Me too, because he's a good actor. He's genuinely a good actor.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Was it you or was it George who thought that was the basketball player, Michael Jordan?
Me.
It was you.
Me. I honestly thought it was him. I was like, oh, Michael Jordan, the basketball player, take a step into acting. There's a new movie news episode, which I used to do, which is now privated, when I dissect the acting career of Michael Jordan.
What was it? It's
Space Jam. And other little roles, and I was like, Michael Jordan taking a step into an acting thing. He's a lot older than the rest of the cast. We'll see how it works out. And then and then I saw a picture of him a few months later, and I was like, he's had some Botox, and I was like, oh, it's a different guy.
I'm not surprised you privatised that one.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. It's Yeah, I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be a good film. Trailers haven't really got me going, but what has got me going is, the idea
Rocky's
that
in the film?
Yeah, it's Rocky.
Rocky.
Rocky's pretty all right.
I love your transitions into Rocky films. Like the first one was like, I don't like it, I hate it, it's crap, and then it's like, these Rocky films are pretty great, actually.
Yeah, they're all right. Let's be honest here. Once I got past the whole hipster thing,
they're damn good. They're damn good.
They're okay. They're all right.
Yeah. And it's a success story for Sylvester Stallone. You know, he's on the streets when he first got the funding to make this film. He was actually sleeping in a warehouse of the set because he didn't have a house to sleep in. So and then look what happened.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Next
he,
one.
like Rocky, made his millions.
Yeah. Adrian. Yeah, next one.
Adrian, I did it.
He's like, I love that. When I reenacted that scene to you of the finger.
Yeah.
He's like, bop, 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 bop. Look. He's like, is your thumb hurting, Rocky? Bop. The first film is the hardest person to understand in ever.
Yeah. Still love him.
I Heard You Paint Houses is the next film we're talking about.
Never heard of it.
Joe Pesci's, Robert De Niro's, Martin Scorsese's and Al Pacino's mafia film. Cannot wait. Cannot fucking wait. 4 fantastic actors. Mafia film, can't beat them. This... I'm so excited. I am so excited for this film. It was my most anticipated. I mean, do we know anything about the film? All we know is a mob film featuring these guys. And these guys are like the king of mob movies coming together to make this mashup of holy greatness. It's
like they're making a mafia movie baby together.
It is.
What's that going to look like? I can tell you what it is going to look like. It's going to look beautiful.
It's going to look like a mix between like Brad Pitt and The Rock. That's how good it's going to look. It's going to look great.
Okay, we had different definitions of good, but yeah, go on.
God, like The Rock, it's going to have The Rock's body. It's going to have a cyclist's legs, and it's going to have like a face of them Instagram poster boys. That's how good it's going to look. That's how good this is going to look. Imagine that as a person. God.
I am imagining that as a person, and I'm starting to question my sexuality. Let's move on.
Okay, X-Men. Pretty bad trailer.
Yeah.
But 2 pretty good films to go off.
Absolutely. I'm not sure what to make of this because I didn't really enjoy the trailer at all. But at the same token, it's got such like a great lineage. I mean, forgetting the Wolverine films.
Yeah.
Just forget them for a second and forget. Well, kind of. You can half forget X-Men: The Last Stand, but yeah, other than that, they've got really successful films behind them. So, yeah, all right, okay, I'll give them the benefit of doubt on this one. I'm not sure about the direction they've gone, particularly for Apocalypse. I don't like him so much. Don't like his look, and I don't like the way he's been portrayed as some kind of religious icon. I'm not sure I buy that.
We'll see anyway.
We will see.
Yeah.
I have faith in them. But I think when they were talking about him having names throughout history, Krishna, Yahweh, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It feels like, particularly in the kind of America climate, as when the film's being made, kind of feels like that's the sort of thing they're going to remove by the time the film comes around. I don't know. I just get that feeling.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Either way, stands based on history alone to be a good film.
Yep. Okay, this is a film we haven't talked really much about at all, to be honest, in the GnM podcast episodes. Batman vs Superman.
No, I haven't talked about this at all. So this one might surprise you.
Yeah. I think we've said enough about it, to be honest.
We have said enough about this. Suffice it to say, I think we are both excited for this film, aren't we?
Yep.
Just different levels, maybe.
Yep. Next one, Warcraft.
I really thought you were going in a different direction with that.
Warcraft.
Okay, Warcraft. Okay, when I saw the trailer first time round for that, I thought, meh, fair enough, yeah, alright. Warcraft film looks pretty cool. When I saw it in the cinema, I was like, fuck yeah, bring on the Warcraft! I want to see this film now. Because after seeing it in cinema, I thought, whoa, this is going to be a good film.
They hit nostalgia right, like, knocked it right out the park. I mean, god damn it, when they seeing Stormwind, I mean, it looks a lot better than what it does in the game, but yeah, seeing Stormwind, I mean, you know that, seeing the bridge, you know, the Army Bridge, I quested on that bridge, Nathan. Baby Thrall, I looted him. I mean, I'm seeing the floating sea and everything, I'm all in. I'm all in for Warcraft. I mean, I thought it looked great, I thought it had a great mixture of, like, real and CGI. Yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm excited. I'm excited for it. So, have you got anything more to add? You looking forward to it,
Captain America?
That's going to be the next one. It's going to be the next one.
Oh, good.
But yeah, we've got many more films to go.
Good. I thought when you said, "Have you got anything more to add?" I was like, "Is that it?"
Yeah, we've got like another 15 films. Just like...
Oh, thank God! Yeah. Right, no more to add on Warcraft. No further questions.
You looking forward to learning a bit more about Warcraft lore?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I think the most Warcraft players, from what I understand, will be looking forward to learning a lot more about Warcraft.
True, yeah. I'm one of them people. Yeah. So, Civil War.
Can't fucking wait. Move on.
Okay, for me, I don't know. I think I'm just kind of marvelled out. They're all the same.
Conor.
They're all the same thing.
Blasphemy.
It's just that I'll go watch it and I'll go see it.
You stop right there, young man, and you get excited for this film.
I know I'll go watch it. I know I'll enjoy it. It's just that I think George made a really good point. Saying this was a year ago, I'd be pumped, but you know, we go watch them all. They're all good, but they're all kind of got that same feeling.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, they do. I'm still really excited for this film, though.
Okay, Star Wars Rogue One.
Yeah, excited for that too. Still need to see a bit more before the hype can be real. Yeah. But I mean, it's an interesting time period. I want to know if they're going to...
period?
Sorry, go on.
What is the time period?
It's between episode 3 and 4.
Okay.
And this is about the rebel group. As from what I understand, I might be completely wrong, but this is about the rebel group that got the information on the Death Star plans that they then got to Princess Leia, that got her captured in episode 4.
Okay.
And it's about that whole thing, and Rogue One basically trying to dodge Darth Vader. I want to know, what I really want to know is, are they going to get James Earl Jones back to voice Darth Vader? Because obviously with it just being his voice, you know, they can do that. He still does his voice in Rebels, I believe, Star Wars Rebels.
Oh right, yeah.
So yeah, potentially it would be great because Darth Vader hasn't aged. He doesn't have to age. You can just get a different guy in the suit.
Yeah.
And just like have James Earl Jones voice him. It's like, you know, done deal. Yeah. Easy win. so they could quite easily in episode 8 and 9 bring back Darth Vader, which I know they're talking about doing. You know, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
But, you know, anyway, I'm excited for this film, I guess. Not as much as some others, because I haven't heard enough about it. Plus the fact, Star Wars Episode 7 was great, but at this point, I just kind of want them to build a little bit of faith before they start going on with this basically building a Marvel-style franchise. You know, so maybe complete this new trilogy and go, yeah, okay, those were all great, now I want to know a little bit more. Rather than just go, okay, here's all these Star Wars films.
Yeah.
Because we've got so many coming out.
There is, yeah. That's the kind of issue that I kind of see with it at this moment in time. Like, Episode 7 for me was a massive success on my book.
Yeah.
You know, like, I come out of it saying, yeah, it was pretty good. And since then, I've been actually kind of reading up on theories and things of what's going to happen in the later ones. I mean, I don't care about the previous 6 at all. But, like, I'm in on this trilogy after that film, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking forward to the next ones. Am I going to be the kind of person that goes like, oh, because this one was so good, I now love the previous 6? No. 2 of the 6 are good, in my opinion. And that's kind of it for me. You know, I'm ready for this. Like I said before, I could take it or leave it, but if it's more like what it was in episode 7, I'm all in. You know,
Yeah, me too. So I think. So, are you saying then that you're not as excited for Rogue One? You just want more of that trilogy?
I wouldn't say I'm excited, but like, it's, you know, I'm just kind of I'm gonna go. I'll go watch it, and if I enjoy it, I enjoy it. It's just that's kind of the point I'm at.
I completely.
Comparing this to something like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I think I really don't know what it is. I think it's because if it said to me, you know, we're gonna go for this similar kind of thing that Star Wars Episode 7, because even Episode 8, I'm not like that bothered excited about. I was like, I really enjoyed Episode 7. It's just that it hasn't led me to go like, oh my god, the next films.
So it's kind of like me with Creed, then, I suppose.
Probably.
Because I can look at Rocky and I can go, okay, didn't enjoy Rocky 1 really, but 2, 3, and 4 had their merits, you know. And oh look, there's a new Creed film coming out. Yeah, okay, I'll go see that. That's there. That's on offer. Let's watch that. When I go and see that, you know, I might get a little bit more excited. I think, I wonder where they're going to go with that.
Yeah,
you know?
it's like these new set of Star Wars. It's looking like it's a franchise that I'll enjoy, but not a franchise that I'm going to get obsessed about.
Yeah.
So, Bourne. The new Bourne film.
Oh, is this Bourne Betrayal? Is that right?
Is it got a name yet?
Yeah, but the 5th book in the series was the Bourne Betrayal.
Okay, right. Yeah, because it says untitled on the internet.
So it's definitely coming out 2016?
Yeah. They've done shooting. They've literally just finished like a week ago.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I feel about Bourne. Really, I'm not. Obviously, the original trilogy with Matt Damon in it was about as close to perfection as any non-Lord of the Rings trilogy has ever come, I think. But
Dark Knight.
Oh, The Dark Knight as well. But I don't know. I think the Bourne trilogy was slightly better.
Oh, I don't know. I enjoyed the Bourne films. I really liked them. I think
because for me,
I'm sorry. I'm just going to finish my point. But then,
go for it.
Then Dark Knight trilogy films are like the pinnacle, one of the pinnacles in like filmmaking for me. I think I love them as like the nerdiness, like because it's Batman, but at the same time I love them because of the damn good films as well.
They are damn good films, but for me, the Dark Knight actual film with Heath Ledger in it, the Joker, that carries the franchise.
Oh, I don't know. I actually think the last one is the best one in my opinion. With Bane, that's my favourite of the 3.
Yeah, well, there's no doubt that they're all good films. They all have their merits, and in particular, for me, Tom Hardy's Bane was phenomenal. You know, I love that. But when everybody looks at the Dark Knight trilogy, myself included, it's the clue's in the name, the Dark Knight trilogy. They don't call it the Batman trilogy. They don't call it Nolan's Batman trilogy.
I'm actually gonna say something because the grand bulk of my friend group in Scunthorpe are superhero fans, but they all enjoy the trilogy and they all call it Batman trilogy. Probably that's because they're not superhero fans, so they don't know. I don't even know if they know that there's films before that about Batman, to be honest with you. But
no,
they always go, yeah, I like them Batman films. Them Batman films are good.
Yeah, well, they are good.
I mean,
and I think the reason. Yeah, but I think the reason they appeal to non-superhero fans as much as superhero fans is because... sorry, hang on. Oh, Renault have dodged the emissions test, apparently. I'm interested in that sort of thing. But yeah. The reason like that appeals to non-superhero and superhero alike is because it's not really about a superhero, or it's not got any of that kind of, that superhero, supernatural stuff going on. It's just literally about a guy who dresses up in a bat costume and goes around beating on people. That's what the film is about, and that's actually what appeals to me about Arrow, the TV series, is it's just a guy who goes around murdering people with a bow and arrow and a hood. You know, it doesn't bother with any of that superpowered bullshit.
Yes, because I'm gonna quote my friend here. Like he says one of the main reasons he kind of likes them so much, my friend Scott, was because it doesn't have the corny bullshit of like Spider-Man. And
that's very true. And that is so true.
And the films on their own are like generally, you know, good stories, and it feels more kind of grounded in reality.
Yeah, absolutely. It's grounded in reality, and it's, you know, and it kind of makes Batman feel more realistic.
And plus the acting performances in it are damn good on all the kids.
Oh yeah, superb.
Like all across the park. Even Joffrey playing the little kid.
Yeah. Even he was good.
Yeah.
Even he was good. Yeah, no. So it's a great trilogy, no doubt. But for me, the Dark Knight film carries it, and a lot of people who are not right into the kind of trilogy itself, they always say to me things like, or something along the lines of, well, The Dark Knight was good. I enjoyed The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
And they say Batman Begins and Dark Knight Rises, meh, you know. But with the Bourne trilogy, for me, you could watch it all the way through. You could watch all three films and think, these are all just as good as one another.
Which one was the one with the eye? I think that one was the best one. The one with the Bourne something. What were the names? Bourne
Identity, Bourne Supremacy, and Bourne Ultimatum. I think
that's the best one.
Identity was the first one. I think Supremacy was the best one. Ultimatum, definitely the weakest of the three, but still great films across the board for me.
Okay.
Whereas, you know, with Dark Knight, I think Dark Knight is the superior, far superior, and that kind of drags up in everybody else's kind of estimation the other two films, which are not quite as good.
I don't know. In my opinion, I think the third one's the best one.
Yeah, I
think
don't know.
As a film, it can be better, like the scene with the wall and everything. I just personally, like in the odd time, like I'll go and watch them three films again. Like there'll be a few months I'll be like, I haven't seen them in a while. But it's probably best to go rewatch them. But with like if I'm going to pick one to watch out at a certain point, I don't know. I just pick the last one. It was just my favorite. It's a personal preference thing, but it was just my favorite. I really, but as a trilogy, I think they're all damn good. Like far better than I think all three of them together as three films are probably the best superhero films I think out there. That's what I think.
I would agree with that. Actually, I would agree they're the best superhero films out there. And if you want to show someone just what a superhero film can be, you show them that trilogy.
And then you show Man of Steel. Okay, so we're going to go to Assassin's Creed.
I could not agree any less with what you just said.
My mum loves Man of Steel after I showed it. She was like, that was pretty good. I was like, it was, wasn't it? I love that film so good. I've got a friend called Akil and Navdeep from school.
Right.
And they are the complete opposite of nerd, is what you'd think. Like, think of nerd, they're like the opposite. Like, they talk in like the non-nerdy, funny way and everything like that. They saw Man of Steel twice in cinemas together.
Fair enough.
That's how good that film was. How good that film was.
But you can't judge, you can't say Man of Steel is a great film because two people who aren't into superhero films went along and liked it.
That's how the Academy judges it.
Well, the Academy can go itself.
They go see my friends Akil and Nav and go, Lo, what's your opinion on this film? If they like it, it wins.
I just don't get it. I just don't get. Okay, Man of Steel is not a bad film, but
it's a great film. It's a great film. I don't see how people can. I honestly, I'm completely serious. I honestly don't understand why I'm in the popular opinion here. I honestly don't go see how people go. It was like, yeah, I kind of preferred that first Captain America film to this Man of Steel film. I honestly don't see it. I honestly don't see how people can be like that.
Yeah, to be honest, I honestly don't see how you can enjoy Man of Steel over the first Captain America film. I just don't get it, you know. So, yeah, leave it at that.
Anyway, let's go. All right. So,
what did you say the next one?
Assassin's Creed film. We'll see it. I'll go watch it.
Yeah, I'll give it a go, but
we might go watch this together because it's that end of the year film, isn't it?
Yep, it is. Yeah,
so watch it together. Do like a little, I don't know, little thing for the podcast because we kind of talk about Assassin's Creed quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll go. This film could be either really great or really bad. That's
Yeah.
kind of how I feel about it.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it at all, to be honest with you.
I haven't put really any thought to it. I've got no
Me
hype
neither.
for it.
Me neither. None at all. I mean, a couple of years ago, when they announced they were doing the Assassin's Creed film, and the Assassin's Creed kind of franchise was at its height for me, that was probably around Revelations time. I think that was when they announced it. And that feels like ages ago, but that was only a few years ago, because there's been so many Assassin's Creed games come out since then. So I was like, wow, that's going to be awesome. But since then, I've kind of died off my Assassin's Creed love, so I'm not as interested in it anymore.
Suicide Squad.
Do you know? Really not interested in this film.
Are you not?
Not yet, no. No, I'm really not.
What's kind of keeping me going, is really the cast. I think
It's a great cast. Absolutely great cast, yeah.
The cast, and I think maybe the premise of seeing like a villain story is maybe kept putting it one way, but of the trailers, I don't know, I wasn't that into the trailers, to be honest with you.
No,
everyone seemed kind of obsessed by it, didn't they? When the trailers came out, everyone was like, oh my god, these trailers are damn good.
Superhero fans were, I think, some superhero fans who knew the Suicide Squad, and they could point to, oh, that's Killer Croc, oh, that's Harley Quinn, oh, that's Deadshot. I could point to Deadshot and go, that's Deadshot, oh, that's Harley Quinn, oh, that's the Joker. But other than that, I couldn't tell who everyone else was, and frankly, I didn't care.
Yeah, well, that could change when the film comes out.
Absolutely it could, and I will still go and see it. It's a superhero film.
We always say that. We always go like, I've got no hype. I'm not interested. It is a superhero film. We go watch him.
Yeah. So it's our equivalent to this is a bad game. It's got bugs and glitches everywhere, but it's Fallout 9 out of 10.
Yeah. It's a technical mess. 10 out of 10. Yeah. Elvis and Nixon.
I saw the trailer for this yesterday. I howled with laughter, but I think for the wrong reasons.
Because Michael Shannon looks like an awful Elvis.
He looks ridiculous. This man was Zod last time we saw him, and a damn good Zod as well.
But Kevin Spacey could pull off Nixon.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Kevin Spacey is like a master impressionist, so absolutely.
I don't know. Even Elvis in the later years looks like better than Michael Shannon as Elvis. He just doesn't look right, but I'll put it on here. It could be funny.
It could be quite funny, yeah.
If it takes the piss out of itself, then I think it will be.
Yeah.
Okay, Doctor Strange.
Nah.
But Benedict Cumberbatch, I don't know. They've got to sell it on us. Nothing's been released yet, has it?
Except a few screenshots of Benedict Cumberbatch looking just like Doctor Strange, which you would expect because he's playing Doctor Strange.
We'll see what it's like. Like, everyone thought Ant-Man was going to be terrible, didn't they?
Yep, but for good reason. Ant-Man is about... Ant-Man should not have worked. Should it, really?
But it did, to be fair.
It did,
yes,
and it did work well.
It had a bad villain and it overused the size jokes.
Yeah, and the science of it made absolutely no sense.
But what kind of made the film best was the jokes that the cast made that had nothing to do with superhero stuff. When he's just when he went up and was like, we gotta save him. He's like, and all the cops then just back it up, back it up, just keep backing it up, just go back it up. Just keep backing it up, backing it up. He's like that for 20 seconds.
Yeah. No, those did make that film. To be fair, Ant-Man on its own, without those kind of supporting cast, and some of the genuinely funny jokes, him kissing Hope, Hank walking out, and he goes, "What's going on out here? What if someone shoot me again?" And he says, "Oh, Hope, back off, we can't do this." And he walks off, and Hank shouts after him, "You're full of shit, Scott." Yeah, I love that. But on its own, it would not have been a very good film.
No.
But anyway, Doctor Strange, need a bit more information. Not that interested in Doctor Strange as a superhero anyway, to be honest.
Yeah.
But when the film comes out, when the film comes out, I will obviously go and see it. Like I said, superhero film. But we need to see a bit more, I think.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Same here. We haven't seen enough. Is it? I don't really know anything about Doctor Strange, to be honest with you. Benedict Cumberbatch, he's a good actor. Will he? I don't know. Seeing him as a superhero just kind of makes me think it's a bit weird. But, you know, he could be really good.
Let me put it this way. If this was a DC versus Marvel thing, right? Have you ever heard of the superhero Zatanna?
I've heard the name.
Right, she's a DC superhero. She's
Cara Delevingne's playing her in thing, isn't she?
I think so. Something like that. But she's a magician, anyway. If I had a choice between seeing a movie about her and seeing a movie about Doctor Strange, I'd pick Zatanna.
Okay.
Because not only is Zatanna cooler, she's also extremely hot. And I'm just, you know, I'm talking in terms of just, in the saddest way possible, she's extremely hot. Oh shit!
What?
Alan Rickman's just died.
You have got to be kidding me.
I am not kidding you. 69 years old. He's just died. I've just got it through. On the email.
Crap, yeah, Alan Rickman died at age 69. Jesus. Bloody
Wow.
hell, what a week.
Jesus Christ. Sorry, so we just...
Should we just quickly talk about Alan Rickman quickly?
Yes. Wow. That's a shock.
Bloody hell. Wow, like, bloody hell, there's been a lot of good films as well, hasn't he? Like, Severus Snape,
Die
obviously.
Hard, for the start.
Die Hard, you know, like, Love Actually.
He was... No, was it? No, it wasn't him, it was Gary Oldman, I'm thinking. He was in, of course, Galaxy Quest.
Yep. Merlin, he was in Merlin for a season.
Yeah, he was. He was also in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Great actor.
He was great actor.
Very funny.
The best guy to play Snape.
Oh, absolutely.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
He was probably the best bad guy, best British bad guy.
Yeah.
Like, ever. But yeah, that is it's so sad. Wow, that caught me by surprise.
It kind of just popped up right now, did it? Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I think it kind of feels weird, but should we kind of move on to the other films?
Yeah, let's do that.
I mean, rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace, Alan Rickman.
Condolences to his family and everything. Yeah.
Absolutely, I thought so with them, but wow. Wow.
Okay, so Passengers is the next film.
Now, I've heard of this, remind me.
This is the Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence space exploration film.
I've not heard anything about that.
It's like, I think it's like a, do you know, like, kind of like how, you know, the Interstellar and the Martian kind of, you know, space exploration kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like that kind of thing, but with Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt on the spaceship. I don't know, we don't know a huge amount about it, but it's like predicted to be one of the big films of the year. It's got a massive budget of like 120 million.
Right, so they're basically going for
I'm getting some massive action, romantic film comedy thing. I'm guessing.
Okay, so it's going to be Chris Pratt basically playing Peter Quill from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Probably, maybe, but I'm going to guess it's going to be funny, but with a bit more of a serious side as well.
Well, Guardians of the Galaxy had a serious side.
Yeah, but like,
I mean, that dancing was hardcore.
Like, I'm going to guess it's going to be funny with these two playing it. Because you watch other than Hunger Games, you watch a Jennifer Lawrence film, you get a laugh.
Yeah,
you watch Chris Pratt,
she can be quite a funny actress, can't she?
Yeah.
Chris Pratt. That's how he got started, isn't it? Parks and Rec.
Exactly.
In comedy. Yeah.
So
Parks and Rec. He is fantastic in Parks and Rec, by the way. I just point that out.
Yeah. And actually, googling this film, one of the biggest things is that there's a sex scene between the two apparently in it, and apparently when they were filming it, he was inside of her. So great for that. Thanks for that, Google. Cheers.
Oh, I did not want to know that.
Cheers, Google. Thanks. Great. Yeah.
So they actually did it then.
Yeah. Yeah.
You think he's a married man?
There's a film in it.
Do you think he had to go home to his wife and explain?
Well, there was
accidentally on set had an affair with Jennifer Lawrence.
There's a quote from her saying that she got hammered the night before because she was so nervous. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It'd be funny if it was just like, this wasn't even in the script. I just kind of wanted to. This is why we get our rating of 34 to 44 average audience.
Yeah, mature.
So mature.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
I can only imagine the conversation he must have been having with his wife and son. Can you imagine if they watch that back when they're older and the son's a bit older?
I don't know if they're actually going to show it, but I'm going to guess there's going to be a shot of like I don't know.
Well, obviously, they're not going to show the penetration.
Yeah.
That would be a porno.
I thought that's what you were on about. I was like, this is going to be like a 10-minute porno scene of like Pratt banging Lawrence.
But when he was explaining that to his son, which was like, he sat down watching it with his son, he goes, "See that, son? That's why your mother divorced me."
He's like, see that face she was making. She's like dissecting it, there's all like fucking diagrams on it and stuff.
God, no, this is getting too...
Monday Night Football.
Forgive me for saying this, but this is getting too deep.
Yeah.
Can we just...
Okay, so Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Should I talk?
Yeah, you talk. Please talk.
Trailer didn't get me excited. The only thing that got me excited for the trailer was seeing the names of the people that are actually in the background.
That was the funniest part of the trailer for me. It was a minute long, and 45 seconds of that was devoted to From the World of Harry Potter, written by J.K. Rowling, directed by this guy, starring this guy, and then 15 seconds of Eddie Redmayne making some kind of gesture with his wand.
Hey, it was a cool logo. It was a cool logo, and
that logo's been around for time immemorial.
Yeah, like it was cool to hear Lumos Maxima again, I suppose. But
that was just it. That was like.
With nothing in the trailer, but like I'm going to be honest. The only thing that's getting me excited is because I'm really into the world of Harry Potter, and just getting some more lore and that actually being canon. According to J.K. Rowling said, this is canon. Is making me want to see it, making me see what happens. You know, could it be a dreadful film? Yeah, probably is. But I don't know. It's just knowing I'm getting more Harry Potter is what's getting me a little bit more excited about it.
Yeah, totally.
Next one, live action of Tarzan.
Oh shit! Really?
Did you not know this was happening?
Nope.
It's got
I do now.
Margot Robbie playing Jane.
Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
You're having a laugh.
She'll be good as Jane. She's like that kind of character. She's got the look.
Yeah, I suppose so. I suppose.
It's got Alexander Skarsgård. My God, he's ripped.
Yeah.
It's got
David.
David.
It's snowing here.
Yeah, it's been
Forgive
here.
me for interrupting.
He was here all morning in Manchester.
Who?
It was all morning here in Manchester.
Oh, it was snowing all morning there.
Yeah.
Was it? Oh, blimey. Oh, wait, no, now it's rain. Never mind.
Samuel L.
Christmas
Jackson.
is cancelled.
Samuel L. Jackson's in it because he's in every film ever.
Yeah, absolutely. He's in every live action. Nolan North is in every animated.
Yeah, so it's like it's off the cartoon. I'm guessing it's by the looks of the bios. Did you ever watch?
God, my grandma's here, mate.
Do you want to just finish off then quickly?
Yeah, okay. Hang on, I just got to answer that. Do you want to finish off and I'll...
Just say bye now and I'll edit it in.
Right, so see you later. Bye.
That was... I'll see you later, have a good day. I'll let you know everything that's happening next week.
Alright, thanks mate.
See ya.
Bye.
So, thanks for watching this episode of GnM Podcast, and we'll see you later. Goodbye.